Supreme, it's not the Lieutenant Governor as far as these aspects are concerned, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I think the CBI must have found some link between that, that sort of a fight as to why I want really this kind of items in my power, because I can legislate on that. And following that, now my deputy has legislated on the excise policy, and obviously there are some quid pro quos or some kickbacks, which then the CBI has to prove. So this is some point which I think, because you don't fight for a position just in a vacuum. You need to fight for a position, whether you are the Supreme as the Chief Minister or whether you are the Supreme as the Lieutenant Governor, because you have some agenda forward. Now, whether that agenda is a noble one or an ignoble one is for the investigating agency to find out.
All right, we leave it at that. So appreciate you speaking to us. Swapnil Kothari there giving his insights as Manish Sisodia's case is all set to be heard in the top court today at 3:50 p.m. We have Harsha and Anuj as well. Anuj reporting live from outside the AAP office, and Harsha also there in Delhi getting us all the developments in this case. Let's go across to Anuj first. Anuj, there was massive showdown, of course, on Monday where we saw AAP workers gathered in large numbers, not just in Delhi but in several other cities as well. Can we expect similar showdown today as well?
Well, as if till now there is no happening in the national capital. I'm reporting from the Aam Aadmi Party office itself, but they are just making the strategy that how to go ahead. As this is one of the part of the strategy that what exactly has to be done by the Aam Aadmi Party for the Deputy Chief Minister or from the Deputy Chief Minister side, then this is the first decision which came out, and now they are approaching the top court. The matter is going to be listed there at 3:50, what we have been told. But prior to that, we do know that it was yesterday when Manish Sisodia was produced in the Rouse Avenue court, and day before yesterday he got arrested in the liquor case. This is let me tell you how it has panned out till now. This is the CBI who has registered the FIR, and Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister, is one of the main accused, or rather the main accused in that very FIR. This is about the irregularities in implementation of the liquor policy which was implemented by the Aam Aadmi Party in 2017. And let me also tell you that if we talk about the financial irregularities, this is something what is also coming in light. Whereas through the CBI sources, there are many evidences and the dots which has been connected by CBI, and finally CBI got the custody for the 5 days. This is to wait and watch what exactly is going to happen in the top court. But as of till now, Aam Aadmi Party is not doing any kind of protest in the national capital.
Yes, so Anuj, of course, stay with us. Anuj getting us crucial details. The matter, of course, all set to be heard by the Supreme Court at 3:50 p.m. Harsha also joining us live. Harsha, if you were to discuss, the grounds of Sisodia's arrest, we understand that he did not cooperate with the agencies. Of course, he was also evasive in the last round of questioning, the first round which happened last year in October. If you can quickly take us through the timeline of this case right from the point where he was first questioned on 17th of October last year.
Exactly, Samisha, 17th October was the first time Manish Sisodia was called. At that time also, Manish Sisodia was not cooperating with the officials and not answering the direct questions which was asked regarding the new Delhi excise policy framework and entire implementation. Now, the second time he was called on 19th, and then he told that he has to frame the budget, and then the dates were changed and he was called in later. And after that also, same day also, the IPCs under which CBI has arrested Manish Sisodia was section 120B and 477, the account falsification and criminal conspiracy, and section 7 of Prevention of Corruption Act, under which he was arrested because CBI officials clearly stated that he was not cooperating, he was not answering the questions which were related to the pen drive, the documentation, the framework, the bureaucratic statements which were recorded in context to the framing of the new Delhi excise policy. From that time to the time when yesterday we saw on the streets of national capital, Samisha, not only New Delhi but other parts of the country as well, tense protest was seen from the side of Aam Aadmi Party. Now, Aam Aadmi Party leaders are going to put everything in their power, in their effort to get a quick relief from Supreme Court for their Deputy CM Manish Sisodia. Samiksha, back to you.
Harsha and Anuj, they're getting us all the latest in this case. All eyes, of course, will now be on the Supreme Court as a matter would be heard at 3:50 p.m. today. Moving on to a quick 1-minute report, a massive fire that broke out at a petrochemical company in Gujarat's Valsad, injuring 2 people and leaving several others injured as well. Meanwhile, the incident is said to have happened on Monday night.
Deadly flames were seen high above in the air as a huge explosion triggered fire in a petrochemical company in Gujarat's Valsad district in the wee hours of Monday. The horrific fire claimed 2 lives and 2 others were injured critically.
ब्लास्ट का रीज़न अभी पता नहीं लगा है। उसके बाद में 2 लोग माइनर इंजर्ड थे, उनको दोनों को हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट करवा दिया गया है और 2 डेड बॉडी अभी तक रिकवर कर ली गई हैं।
Rescue and relief teams were rushed to the spot immediately in a bid to aid to those in need. With the cause of the blast yet to be ascertained, a probe has now been launched. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, getting in the latest on the Prayagraj murder case, the UP police, remember, on Monday shot dead an accused who was involved in the sensational killing of a murder witness in UP's Prayagraj. Latest, what we're given to understand is that mafia-turned-neta Atiq Ahmed's wife has now written to Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath demanding a CBI probe into the killing of Umesh Pal, who was a prime witness in the 2005 murder of the then BSP MLA Raju Pal. So that's of course the latest coming in. The wife of mafia-turned-politician Atiq Ahmed's wife has sought a CBI probe into killing of Umesh Pal, who was a prime witness in the 2005 murder of the then BSP MLA Raju Pal. Also remember, Umesh Pal and his police security guard Sandeep Nishad was shot dead last Friday outside his house in Prayagraj. In fact, another constable was injured in this attack, who's said to be in a critical situation at this point. Atiq Ahmed, remember, is a prime accused in the BSP MLA Raju Pal's murder case and is currently lodged in a Gujarat jail. So a demand for a CBI probe into Umesh Pal's killing. This is of course a 2005 murder case of then BSP MLA Raju Pal. All right, we'll go across to Vivek as well from Lucknow to get us the details in this case. But sensational killing there, to which the wife of mafia-turned-politician Atiq Ahmed's wife has sought a CBI inquiry. She's written to the Chief Minister. We understand that another constable who was injured in this attack has been sent, in fact is said to be in a serious condition. In fact, more details are coming in that a CBI connection has surfaced in this case after the first arrest was made in Prayagraj's Umesh Pal's shootout case. Still also the visual that we've accessed, we'll put on our screens, where we see the accused with the SP Supremo Akhilesh Yadav. In fact, those are the visuals that we're just putting out, and that's the still that we've accessed, in which you see SP Supremo Akhilesh Yadav with the prime accused. He's seen shaking hands with accused Sadakat Khan. So several questions that the Samajwadi Party will also have to answer in this case. We have Madhurima also getting us those details. Madhurima, if you could give us more details on this SP connection that has surfaced in this case, quite sensational. And of course, with this, a lot of answers that the Samajwadi Party will also have to give.
Yes, absolutely. Because this photograph, as we say, that a photo is worth a million words, and this story does not seem to be nice over here. The SP connection, this is the first time, that a connection of this sort has come to fore. And now what we are learning is that Atiq Ahmed's wife, Shesta Praveen, had written to Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath demanding a CBI probe into the killing of Umesh Patel. He was also a prime witness of 2005 murder of BSP MLA Raju Pal. Remember also that Umesh Pal and his police security guard Sandeep Nishad were brutally shot dead last Friday outside his home. And another constable was also injured in this entire matter. Atiq Ahmed is the prime accused in this matter, and this picture coming to fore only says that what is, only asks a very blatant question that what is the relation between the two. And somebody who is accused of such heinous crime, somebody who is accused of committing such serious crime is coming to fore in a photograph with
Yes,
the
Madhurima, requesting you to stay with us. I'll just come right back to you. Let's go across to BJP's Anila Singh also. If I can get your quick reaction to this this sensational visual that we've accessed, which shows SP Supremo with the accused. Of course, not the first time that SP's link with the mafia gang stands exposed.
The reality is Samajwadi stands with the mafia.
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead. All right, we'll try and connect with the BJP's Anila Singh again, but just to take our viewers through the details that are just coming in, the visuals on your screens is of SP Supremo with the key accused in this case. In the Prayagraj murder case, the visual there on your screens right now of Akhilesh Yadav with the prime accused. Madhurima, of course, continues to be with us. Madhurima, any reaction you've picked up so far from the Samajwadi Party on this visual that has surfaced?
Well, Samisha, it will take some time for the Samajwadi Party to swallow this because, such incidents when come to fore are occasionally met with shock. But this, picture of Sadat Khan's meeting with Akhilesh Yadav as it can be seen as an official room, as a meeting room, shaking hands with the accused. And this is of this picture is of Samajwadi Party office in Lucknow in October 2018, and Sadakat met Akhilesh Yadav in the conference room. Now, what needs to be seen here is that how will the Samajwadi Party is going to react to this picture of the Samajwadi Supremo and Sadakat, because he is accused of committing such heinous crime, and the way the Samajwadi Supremo is shaking hands with him only tells a story, Samisha. Only tells us a story, Samisha, that there seems to be a connection, and that at least he knows of him, and he could have acted as a catalyst in building this entire bridge of this entire matter, and he could have helped the investigative agencies. But as now this photo has surfaced, some serious questions need to be answered by Mr. Akhilesh Yadav as to what is the connection, what all he knows about the heinous crimes that he committed, and what is the role of Samajwadi Party in the entire matter, Samiksha, because this needs to be looked into detail, because like I have shared the details that multiple murders, including injuring police personnel, all involved with one person, and that person is seen at the party office in Uttar Pradesh's Lucknow with the Samajwadi Party Supremo, raises some very serious questions. And what we need to know is that what has the Samajwadi Party to say on this, Samiksha. We'll have to wait for a reaction as to how will they back their boss meeting with somebody who's accused of committing such heinous crimes.
Madhurima, stay with us. Let's go across to Vivek also, who's joining us live from Lucknow. Vivek, for our viewers also who are just tuning in, once again, if you can take us through the timeline of the details we've picked up so far in this case. Of course, we also understand that Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has already announced a bounty on Ahmed's accused son. All right, we'll try and connect with Vivek again, but the visuals there, that's picture there on your screens is of Akhilesh Yadav, who's seen shaking hands with accused Sadakat Khan in the murder case that dates back to 2005. This is Umesh Pal's murder case, which dates back to 2005. We understand that the accused wife in this case has also written to Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath demanding a CBI probe into the killing of Umesh Pal, who was prime witness in the 2005 murder of then BSP MLA. Let's go across to Vivek. Quickly, if you can tell us about the latest developments in this case, any reaction you've picked up so far from the Samajwadi Party on this picture that has surfaced of Akhilesh Yadav.
देखिए बिल्कुल जो फ़ोटो है वो अखिलेश यादव के साथ सदाकत की फ़ोटो वायरल हुई है 2018 की ये फ़ोटो इसके बारे में बता जा रहा है कि 2018 की ये फ़ोटो है प्रयागराज में जो इलाहाबाद यूनिवर्सिटी है वहाँ पर 2018 का जो चुनाव था उस दरमियान समाजवादी पार्टी वहाँ चुनाव जीती थी और उसके बाद वहाँ का एक प्रतिनिधिमंडल अखिलेश यादव से मिलने आया था और उस दरमियान सदाकत भी उसमें था जिसकी फ़ोटो अखिलेश यादव के साथ आज वायरल हुई है और सदाकत को ही कल उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस ने गोरखपुर से उसको हिरासत में लिया है। उसके बाद उसको प्रयागराज ला करके उसके हॉस्टल में ले जा करके उससे पूछताछ की गई है। ये बताएं।
All right, Vivek, we'll have to leave it at that. We'll come back to you after a very short break. But sensational details that are emerging in this case with Samajwadi Party link also now in the open. A very short break coming up. On the other side, we'll get you the details in the targeted killing in J&K where a terrorist has now been gunned down in Avantipura operations. And US versus China face-off intensifies over COVID-19 lab leak theory. China hits out.
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this. Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
Pictures of Manish Sisodia who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. We try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी आपसे CBI कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है। आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे। मनीष जी
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी आपसे CBI कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है। आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे। मनीष जी Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर। आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी।
सर नीचे कर दो।
कहना चाहेंगे सर आप?
शीशा नीचे कर दो मनीष।
See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर
Argentina's World Cup winning captain Lionel Messi has been crowned as the best FIFA men's player. Messi has followed up his 2019 victory by scooping the award again after inspiring Argentina to their third World Cup with 7 goals at the tournament. Messi saw off competition from PSG teammate Kylian Mbappe and Real Madrid's Karim Benzema to win the award. equaling Cristiano Ronaldo and Robert Lewandowski's massive feat at the FIFA Awards. The PSG superstar lifted the famous trophy at the Salle Pleyel in Paris. This is the 7th iteration of the illustrious award event since its founding in 2016. And it is the second time that Messi has won the honor inaugurated by FIFA in the year 2016. Agency Report, Republic TV.
In CBI dock for Liquorgate, Kejriwal's deputy and accused number 1 now knocks Supreme Court door.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to House Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे सीबीआई कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है। आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं। मनीष जी।
We told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't government send the state and everybody army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to House Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे सीबीआई कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है। आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं। मनीष जी।
लगातार जो है विरोध प्रदर्शन यहाँ पे जारी है। आम आदमी पार्टी कार्यकर्ता जो हैं वो भाजपा दफ्तर का घेराव करने के प्रयास कर रहे थे, लेकिन जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से इन कार्यकर्ताओं को जो है यहीं पर रोक दिया गया है। किसी को भी यहाँ से आगे जाने की इजाज़त जो है वो नहीं दी जा रही, ताकि किसी भी तरह की कानून व्यवस्था जो है वो यहाँ पर खराब ना हो।
In CBI's dock for Liquorgate, Arvind Kejriwal's deputy and accused number 1 now knocks on the Supreme Court's door. The top court agrees to hear Sisodia's plea hearing in the Supreme Court will take place at 3:50 this afternoon. Yogi Adityanath's government cracks the whip against Mafia Raj. Samajwadi Party link to accused now emerges. Forces avenged the killing of a Kashmiri Hindu. Sanjay Sharma, terrorist, is gunned down in Avantipura. And the United Kingdom and EU strike a post-Brexit deal. Sunak calls it a historical move. Well, a team from the Ministry of Home Affairs is now in Jammu. It has been sent there to review the law and order situation in Jammu and Kashmir. The MHA team will be heading to the Civil Secretariat in Jammu for a meeting and then look at a comprehensive review of the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Let's go across to Gursimran, who's tracking this now. Gursimran, tell us more. What essentially is the mandate of this team?
Yes, the team of the Union Ministry of Home Affairs has reached here in Jammu. A couple of minutes back, the team headed by the Joint Secretary rank officer has now arrived here at Jammu Airport. Prashant Lokhande is heading this team, and the team is now heading towards the Civil Secretariat Jammu, where they are scheduled to hold a series of meetings. Today, they are also scheduled to meet the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Manoj Sinha, along with the Chief Secretary of J&K, Dr. Arun Kumar Mehta. Tomorrow, there is a high-level security review meeting that is to take place in Jammu only, in which the J&K Home Secretary R.K. Goyal, along with the DGP Dilbag Singh and other top officials of the Jammu and Kashmir Police will be taking part in the meeting. Important to mention that this team of the MHA has been sent in the backdrop of recent incidents of terror that have taken place in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, especially what has transpired on the 1st and 2nd of January, in which 7 innocent civilians were killed in the Dhangri village of the Rajouri, followed by the targeted killings that has taken back a couple of days back in the Pulwama district. However, the killing has been avenged, but the MHA is really very concerned about the security situation emerging in Jammu and Kashmir. They want that there needs to be a permanent peace that is established, and for that a major crackdown on terror is much needed. Tomorrow in the meeting, the security review meeting, there will be a deliberate discussions on the strategy that is to be charted out and that is already in place to tackle the civilian killings, as well as to find out those two perpetrators who have carried out the civilian killings of 7 Hindus in the Dhangri village of the Rajouri. Apart from that, the developmental projects that are underway in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir will also be discussed during the meeting. And post this 3-day visit of the team led by Prashant Lokhande, who is the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, they will be submitting a report to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah about the on-ground situation in Jammu and Kashmir, the prevailing security scenario and the developmental projects that at which stage they are. This is going to be really very crucial the 3 days ahead for the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, as MHA is keeping a close watch, and that's why this team has been sent. Now we are told that the team has left for the Civil Secretariat in a short while from now. J&K Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha is at present in Srinagar, but in an hour or so he will be here in Jammu only, and then he will be meeting this team by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Apart from these, some other issues that will also be discussed include the issues of the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir refugees, the Kashmiri Pandits, those employees, those who are demanding the relocation to the safer places, and also the SC/ST employees, the reserve category employees that are demanding that they also need to be moved to the safer places. And the recent incident of targeted killings, though it has been avenged, but it has sent a sense of fear among those who are in the Kashmir Valley, serving in the Kashmir Valley, and that's why this is going to be really very, very important set of meetings that is scheduled for today, tomorrow and a day after. That is next 3 days, the MHA team will be here in Jammu and Kashmir holding the different meetings, and then a detailed report will be submitted to the Ministry of Home Affairs. So yes.
All right. So Gursimran over there bringing us all those details from Jammu. Gursimran, the other part of it also, of course, is a demand that's been raised about these village defense committees, keeping in mind the targeted killings that we are seeing continuing. Is that something that the MHA is considering actively once again now?
Yes, the revival of the Village Defence Committee has been the foremost priority of the MHA. See, in the August meeting that was held in the August 2022, MHA stressed on the same, but after the Dhangri attack, the demand was also the same, that the Village Defence Committees need to be revived, and revived to such an extent that they can counter terrorism in the Jammu and Kashmir. Because once again we have seen that how terror groups are trying to revive terrorism in the Jammu region, especially when it comes to the Poonch, Rajouri, Doda, Kishtwar and Ramban, those areas that have all been affected in the past with the terrorism. The terror commanders, 170 terror commanders have been identified from Jammu and Kashmir who are sitting in Pakistan and operating for Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Toiba from there only. They are trying to revive the terrorism in these areas, and that's why there is a need to revive the village defense committees and SLR weapons. The self-loaded rifles are being provided. Earlier they were provided with the 303 rifles that were not sufficient to tackle when it comes to the AK series rifles, but now they have been given the SLR rifles in many pockets, and also the 20 additional companies of the CRPF that have been sent from Kashmir sector as well as from the New Delhi. They are also training the villagers how to tackle any kind of contingency. Yes.
All right, Gursimran bringing us all those details. Thank you for joining us. So as Gursimran is pointing out, the MHA's committee will be meeting a host of people in Jammu and Kashmir before it goes back to New Delhi. Now, the Congress leader Major Singh Dhaliwal was shot dead in Punjab's Taran. Senior Superintendent of Police said that the attacker was linked to Dhaliwal and allegedly killed him because of personal reasons.
Leader and former chairman of Market Committee of Taran has been shot dead. The deceased has been identified as Major Singh Dhaliwal, and this incident reported yesterday in Taran when a woman who is working as a florist in the marriage palace which was owned by Major Singh Dhaliwal and in fact shot multiple times on Major. And even after, the police is now investigating the case just because a 40-year-old Amandeep Kaur was a native of Amritsar, and now the police is hunting to nab the accused. The motive behind the murder is still unknown, and even the weapon that has been used to kill Major, that was a licensed weapon of Major himself. That entire incident was reported in a marriage palace that is owned by Major Singh Dhaliwal. And in fact, another shocking incident in Punjab, that how a Congress leader was shot dead in a broad daylight, and the entire incident has been captured in a CCTV in which it was quite visible that how accused woman was running behind the deceased and even opening multiple fires, and 2 bullet injuries, and even Major Singh Dhaliwal has shot dead by a lady.
And here's a look at what else is making news this morning. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and his Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis will be addressing the Sena BJP joint meeting at Vidhan Bhavan today. The objective of the joint meeting is to show better coordination amongst members of the alliance. The Supreme Court bench will be hearing the long-pending Maharashtra political crisis case involving 2 factions of the Shiva Sena, one led by the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and the other by the former Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. And Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has written to Deputy Speaker Neelam Gore to appoint the Shiva Sena Chief Whip in the Legislative Council. The letter says the Shiva Sena Legislature Party meeting, it was decided to elect Biplav Gopikishan Bajoria as the Chief Whip of the Shiva Sena in the Legislative Council. Coming up next, the top court agrees to hear Manish Sisodia's plea hearing in Supreme Court at 3:50 this afternoon. The Yogi government cracks the whip against the Mafia Raj. Samajwadi Party link to the accused now emerges.
Protest has begun, action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest just because after Delhi there is the government of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, and here the high expectations that maximum support and maximum people are going to join this protest, and heavy police deployment is here, and even the police has prepared with the water cannons, tear gas shells, and extra force has been called in to block these protesters at this point only.
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this. Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे. सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे सीबीआई कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है. आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं. मनीष जी.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे. सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे सीबीआई कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है. आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं. मनीष जी. Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. आप you are facing serious allegations. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी.
सर नीचे कर दो.
कहना चाहेंगे सर आप?
शीशा नीचे कर दो.
See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया.
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है.
लगातार जो है विरोध प्रदर्शन यहाँ पे जारी है. आम आदमी पार्टी कार्यकर्ता जो हैं वो भाजपा दफ्तर का घेराव करने के प्रयास कर रहे थे, लेकिन जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से इन कार्यकर्ताओं को जो है यहीं पर रोक दिया गया है. किसी को भी
Міністр фінансів Сполучених Штатів.
And here's a look at what else is making news across the globe. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that the situation in the city of Bakhmut on the eastern front line is becoming more and more difficult. Russian forces have been trying to take the city for over 6 months. The Ukrainian leader's remarks come as the US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned China against arming Russia during a visit to Kyiv. The Biden administration on Monday said that it is creating a new task force to crack down on exploitation of migrant children for labor in the US. Hundreds of companies that employed nearly 4,000 children last year were found in violation of federal labor laws, a dramatic increase in the past 5 years. The US State Department is stepping up its calls for Israel and Palestine to de-escalate tensions amid a wave of violence that included a Palestinian gunman shooting and killing an Israeli motorist on the West Bank highway Monday. US President Joe Biden on Monday applauded the contributions of African Americans at the Black History Month event hosted at the White House, with Biden telling the audience that history matters, Black history matters. And coming up next, a terrorist is gunned down in Avantipura, believed to be behind the killing of Kashmiri Hindu Sanjay Sharma. And the United Kingdom and the European Union strike a post-Brexit deal. Sunak calls it a historical move.
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
Protest has begun, action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest just because after Delhi is the government of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, and here the high expectations that maximum support and maximum people are going to join this protest, and heavy police deployment is here, and even the police has prepared with the water cannons, tear gas shells, and extra force has been called in to block these protesters at this point only.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे सीबीआई कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है। आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे। मनीष जी।
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you do?
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. But Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
India lead the 4-match series in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and now Team India aims to seal the series with the World Test Championship final spot when they face Australia in the third test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy 2023 at the Holkar Cricket Stadium in Indore, which will commence from the 1st of March. Ahead of India's third test against Australia, Virat Kohli was seen giving slip-catching drills to his teammates in Indore, the video of which was shared on the BCCI's social media handles. It will be difficult for KL Rahul to avoid scathing criticism of his protracted poor run because of the enormous expectations attached to the job, especially with past cricketers have set high standards. The former India skipper Sourav Ganguly said that stripped of vice-captaincy, KL Rahul hasn't really crossed the 25-run mark in his last 10 test knocks. He further said that an average of less than 35 in 47 tests isn't an actual realization of his real potential. Having bested Australia in the first 2 tests and retained the Border Gavaskar Trophy for the 4th consecutive time, India walk into the Indore test with as firm favourites looking to seal the series. While Rahul has experienced a torrid run with the bat, Shubham Gill has been India's top scorer across formats so far this year, having scored a double hundred and 200s in the one-day and a century in the T20s. Now, the test's third in The Border Gavaskar Trophy is scheduled to start on the 1st of March. Where will the Asia Cup of 2023 take place? Now, that is the question that is raging in Asian cricket circles. The Asia Cup was initially allotted to Pakistan, but the BCCI Secretary Jay Shah had announced last October that India will not travel to Pakistan. Since then, there have been meetings, but no clear solutions have reached. India's spin great Harbhajan Singh has given his opinion on the issue and said that the BCCI is right and that India should not travel to Pakistan. Chaos descended upon the Gaddafi Stadium, which was hosting a PSL match, after a group of journalists were denied entry to the venue by police officials for wearing masks in solidarity with slain journalist Arshad Sharif. On Sunday, television anchor Imran Riaz and his films donning masks with the picture of Sharif were stopped by the police from entering the Gaddafi Stadium despite having tickets. Indian cricket team skipper and batter Harmanpreet Kaur, who had a memorable 2022, and football star Sunil Chhetri got the Sportswoman of the Year and the Sportsman of the Year awards respectively. Harmanpreet had a year to remember in 2022. As skipper, she led her team to a historic silver medal in the Commonwealth Games 2022 in Birmingham in August, and Chhetri also had a solid year. The 38-year-old fired 4 goals to help Team India secure qualifications to the 2023 Asian Football Confederation Asia Cup, their second straight qualification for the tournament after 2019. Now, Greater Noida's District Magistrate and India's star para-shuttler Suhas LY has won the bronze medal in the Spanish Para Badminton International Tournament and returned to home ground.
Making India proud, Indian ace para-shuttler Suhas LY returns to home ground with a bronze medal in the Spanish Para Badminton International Tournament on Sunday, February 26th.
बहुत खुशी होती है और देश के लिए जब इंटरनेशनल टूर्नामेंट्स में मेडल जीतते हैं तो इससे ज़्यादा खुशी और गौरव की बात हमें हो नहीं सकता है। तो जो भी जिम्मेदारी मिलती है पूरी शिद्दत के साथ करने का प्रयास करेंगे। वो जिम्मेदारी प्रशासनिक जिम्मेदारी हो या खेल में अगर भारत को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए और तिरंगा को अगर कहीं ले जाने का मौका मिलता है तो उसको भी दोनों जिम्मेदारी को पूरी शिद्दत के साथ निभाएंगे।
Suhas received the Arjuna Award for bringing sporting laurels to the nation. He first made headlines during the Asian Championships in 2016 for winning the gold medal. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
You are watching Republic TV, and the Supreme Court will be hearing Manish Sisodia's plea this afternoon.
लगातार जो है विरोध प्रदर्शन यहाँ पे जारी है। आम आदमी पार्टी कार्यकर्ता जो हैं वो भाजपा दफ्तर का घेराव करने के प्रयास कर रहे थे, लेकिन जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से इन कार्यकर्ताओं को जो है यहीं पर रोक दिया गया है। किसी को भी यहाँ से आगे जाने की इजाज़त जो है वो नहीं दी जा रही, ताकि किसी भी तरह की कानून व्यवस्था जो है वो यहाँ पर खराब ना हो।
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are, and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology can you justify this. Republic will only and only be on the side of the people, and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice, and the Netas have a choice: sack, apologize, or face the legitimate anger of the people of India.
Protest has begun, action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest, just because after Delhi there is the government of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, and here the high expectations that maximum support and maximum people are going to join this protest, and heavy police deployment is here, and even the police has prepared with the water cannons, tear gas shells, and extra force has been called in to block these protesters at this point only.
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media, non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
Pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. We try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे CBI कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है। आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं। मनीष जी।
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken.
Good afternoon. You're watching live on Breaking on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. First up to the headlines we're tracking here at noon. In CBI dock for Liquorgate, Kejriwal's deputy and accused number 1 knocks on the Supreme Court's door. Top court agrees to hear Sisodia's plea hearing on The matter will take place at 3:50 this afternoon. The Yogi government cracks the whip against Mafia Raj, Samajwadi Party link now accused. Forces avenge the killing of the Kashmiri Hindu Sanjay Sharma. Terrorist is gunned down in Avantipura. The United Kingdom and the European Union strike a post-Brexit deal. Sunak calls it a historical move. Well, there has been yet another controversial remark that has been made by a BJP leader ahead of the Karnataka elections. Now, do remember that Tipu politics has been raging on in Karnataka ahead of the assembly elections. This, of course, comes after we have seen several remarks made both by the Congress as well as the BJP over this. Let's listen into the comment that came in from this BJP leader.
ಎಲ್ಲ MLಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೌಡ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ಗಳು ಅದಾರ, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ವಂಶದರಿ ಆರಿಸಿ ಬಂದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಯಾರು ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋರು ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಭಗವಾಜಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ತಪ್ಪಿ ಸಹಿತ ನೀವು ಸಾಬರಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕಬಾರ್ದು.
Prajwal, who's reporting live from Bengaluru on this. Prajwal, once again, we are seeing, of course, Tipu politics being played in Karnataka ahead of the elections.
Yes, Nupur, now this has taken center stage and also now both the BJP and the Congress have been at warring front when it comes to the matter of Tipu Sultan, because the Congress still maintains that Tipu Sultan was a leader who went on and fought the British, but then on the other side the BJP stated that Tipu Sultan went on to destroy many Hindu temples and also massacred Hindus as well. And in the latest, now it is the Vijaypura MLA Basangauda Patil Yatnal who has gone on to make statements saying that do not vote for supporters of Tipu, but he's also gone on to target the Muslim community here, stating that not even one vote should be given to any sort of Muslim candidates, and the people should make sure that this time it will be a descendant of Chhatrapati Shivaji who will win this time around. And he's also gone on to point out the fact that he's a descendant of Chhatrapati Shivaji, so therefore the people should vote for him this time around as well. But meanwhile, when the other leaders of the BJP are being questioned whether this is something which is on their agenda and why is Tipu Sultan issue going on to take a center stage, they are stating that this is definitely not important and development is definitely one of their agendas and this should not be given much of prominence. But otherwise, the other faction of the BJP now in the state of Karnataka are going on to state and make these statements mainly on Tipu versus Savarkar, Tipu versus Lord Hanuman and Lord Ram, and now in the latest it is between Tipu Sultan versus Shivaji. And also if you're looking at how things are going on in Vijaypura, we also clearly know that over 35 to 40% of the votes are dominated by the Muslim community, whereas 50% of the votes are dominated by the Hindu community, which is the majority of Panchamasali Lingaites there as well. So Basangauda Patil Yatnal is playing his card quite closely and stating that this time around, if they want the supporters of Tipu to lose, they should ensure that they go on and vote for the descendants of Chhatrapati Shivaji.
All right, do stay with us, Prajwal. Let's actually once again listen into what this leader from the BJP has said.
ಎಲ್ಲ MLಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೌಡ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ಗಳು ಅದಾರ, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ವಂಶದರಿ ಆರಿಸಿ ಬಂದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಯಾರು ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋರು ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಭಗವಾಜಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ತಪ್ಪಿ ಸಹಿತ ನೀವು ಸಾಬರಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕಬಾರ್ದು.
Now, Prajwal, coming back to you now. Prajwal, do you feel that the BJP is caught in a bit of a dichotomy as to how to deal with this, because there are several of their candidates who keep mentioning this, Tipu Sultan and his legacy, but on the other side there are several others who don't want to be associated with this. They want to talk about development work essentially.
Absolutely, Nupur, because whenever the Prime Minister Narendra Modi or else even Home Minister Amit Shah has arrived in Karnataka, they have mainly concentrated and focused on development and infrastructure boost for the people of Karnataka as well. And top leaders of the BJP, such as B.S. Yediyurappa and even for that matter, Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai, has clearly gone on and stated that development is their key agenda and is the key focus. But on the other side, you have leaders like Basantgowda Patil Yatnal and also the BJP state president Nalin Kumar Katil, who states that the matter of Tipu and love jihad is something which they will have to focus on, and if they have to beat all these issues, they will have to go on and vote for the BJP in power. So the BJP needs to clearly go on and understand and make sure that they highlight these issues, because still now the top command of the BJP in the state as well as the center go on and clearly maintain that it is only development, but such a trivial agenda seems to be taking center stage ahead of the elections, and therefore now the Congress is going on to cash on this, because on one side you have Siddaramaiah who is going on and stating that there is absolutely nothing wrong in supporting Tipu, but on the other hand you also have the KPCC president DK Shivkumar, who states that the BJP is focusing on petty issues. They are trying to go on and communalize the certain issues so to go on and gain their vote bank, but this time the people will go on to vote only for development, and therefore the top leaders of the BJP, despite several instructions to the party leaders and workers, have gone on to make these statements here. So we will have to wait and watch as to how the turn of events will take place in this particular issue, Nupur.
All right, Prajwal bringing us the latest on that. Thank you very much for joining us. So as Prajwal is pointing out, of course, this leader of once again raking up the Tipu politics that we have been seeing in the run-up to the Karnataka Assembly elections. Now, as the BSP MLA Raju Pal murder probe widens, in a fresh development, the Samajwadi Party links have emerged to this case. Now, this comes after the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav was seen shaking hands with the accused Siddharth Khan. The link has stoked a fresh controversy in the matter. Now, this, of course, has also brought to the fore something that has often been talked about in terms of perhaps a mafia connection to the Samajwadi Party. Now, what we are given to understand, of course, is that in this particular case, as pictures seem to suggest, Akhilesh Yadav was seen shaking hands with the accused Siddharth Khan. Now, do remember that the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has time and again focused on the fact that there needs to be an end to Mafia Raj in the state of Uttar Pradesh for development really to take place, and that has been the focus of his administration as well. So the police have been seen cracking the whip on Mafia that has been prevalent in Uttar Pradesh. Let's listen in to the comments that have been coming in over this.
देखिए, ये पहले भी हमारे मुख्यमंत्री जी कह चुके हैं कि समाजवादी पार्टी ये जितने भी माफिया लोग हैं उनको संरक्षण देते हैं, तो इसमें तो उनको जवाब देना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि फ़ोटो ही नहीं मगर तार भी जुड़े हैं, उन्होंने संरक्षण दिया है, यहाँ तक कि केसेस को डाइल्यूट भी करने का करा है। तो ये सब चीज़ें जो हैं एक एक करके सामने आ रही हैं।
ये कहा जा रहा है कि वो नेपाल भागने की फिराक में था, उसको पुलिस ने पकड़ लिया है और तमाम लोग बाहर भागने।
नहीं, देखिए, पुलिस, उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस सक्षम है और ये पूरा का पूरा खुलासा एक के बाद एक करती जा रही है, और आने वाले समय में जितने भी आरोपी हैं सब जेल की सलाखों के पीछे होंगे।
शफीकुर रहमान बर्क ने कल जो एनकाउंटर पर सवाल खड़े, उन्होंने कहा कि इस तरीके की छोटी छोटी बात पर एनकाउंटर कर देना और धर्म की राजनीति की, मतलब वो मुस्लिम था इस तरीके से।
ये जो माफिया लोग हैं वो किस धर्म से हैं इससे क्या मतलब होना चाहिए? माफिया तो माफिया है, और इसी के लिए मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा था मिट्टी में मिला देंगे।
प्रयागराज हत्याकांड के मामले में जिस आरोपी को पुलिस ने गिरफ्तार किया है, उस आरोपी के साथ अखिलेश यादव जी की पार्टी दफ्तर के भीतर कई तस्वीरें सामने आई है। स्पष्ट है कि हर अपराध के पीछे समाजवादी पार्टी का हाथ होता है। यह केवल राजनीतिक आरोप नहीं है, बल्कि इसके तमाम साक्ष्य दिखाई पड़ते हैं। और जिस तरह से एनकाउंटर में अपराधी के मारे जाने पर तमाम समाजवादी पार्टी के नेताओं के आंखों से आंसू रुक नहीं रहे, स्पष्ट है कि हर आपराधिक घटना के पीछे समाजवादी पार्टी का समर्थन, समाजवादी पार्टी का उनको पूरा आशीर्वाद रहता है। और इसीलिए जब अपराधी पर कार्रवाई होती है, बुलडोजर चलता है, एनकाउंटर होता है, तो दर्द समाजवादी पार्टी को होता है।
देखिए, हर चीज़ में, हर घटना में समाजवादी पार्टी के नेतागण जो है मुस्लिम समाज को डराने का, बहकाने का काम करते हैं। ये उनको बंद करना चाहिए। आज मुस्लिम समाज शिक्षित होकर, सशक्त होकर विकास के पथ पे आगे बढ़ रहा है और ये बात समाजवादी पार्टी के नेताओं को हजम नहीं हो रही है, इसलिए इस तरीके का बयान दे रहे हैं। हमारी उत्तर प्रदेश की योगी सरकार ईमानदारी से कानून व्यवस्था के मजबूती के लिए काम कर रही है।
और उमेश पाल हत्याकांड के एक आरोपी सदाकत की फोटो अखिलेश के साथ वायरल हुई है, क्या कहना?
मामला अभी जांच में चल रहा है। निष्पक्ष तरीके से उत्तर प्रदेश की जो हमारी कानून व्यवस्था है इसकी जांच कर रही है।
समाजवादी पार्टी ने ही राजनीति का अपराधीकरण किया है और अभी तो श्री उमेश पाल जी की हत्या के मुख्य साजिशकर्ता के साथ श्री अखिलेश यादव जी की फोटो आपको दिखाई दे रही है। आने वाले समय में जितने भी बड़े बड़े अपराधों के खुलासे होंगे और उन अपराधियों के साथ समाजवादी पार्टी के रिश्ते नाते जगजाहिर हो जाएंगे। इन्होंने सदैव अपराधियों का संरक्षण किया है, अपराधियों को बढ़ावा दिया है, अपराधियों को राजनीति में लाने का काम किया है। जिन अपराधियों के कारण से एक तरह से उत्तर प्रदेश में एक विधायक के हत्यारे के खिलाफ जो मुख्य गवाह, उसकी जिस प्रकार से दिन दहाड़े सरकार ने उनको सुरक्षा भी दे करके रखी थी। उमेश पाल जी को मैं व्यक्तिगत तौर से भी जानता हूं, वह एक संघर्षशील और बहुत ही सामाजिक व्यक्ति थे और पिछले काफ़ी समय से भाजपा से भी वो जुड़े थे। लेकिन जिस प्रकार से उनकी हत्या की गई, वह निश्चित तौर से, या मैं कह सकता हूं कि यह उत्तर प्रदेश के लिए बड़ी घटना है और उमेश पाल जी की हत्या किया जाना यह बहुत दुखद है।
हमारी सरकार प्रतिबद्धता के साथ अपराध और भ्रष्टाचार पर जीरो टॉलरेंस की नीति के तहत काम कर रही है। प्रयागराज की घटना में सारे दोषी पकड़े जाएंगे और उन्होंने कानून के तहत कड़ी से कड़ी सजा हम देने जा रहे हैं। ये पूरा प्रदेश जानता है, देश जानता है कि समाजवादी पार्टी अपराधियों को पुष्पित पल्लवित करने के लिए लगातार काम करती रही है। मैं अगर दूसरे शब्दों में कहूं तो अपराधियों की नर्सरी बनकर के पूरे देश में उभरी है। मैं दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि आज उत्तर प्रदेश में पूरी तरह से माफिया साफ हो गए हैं। जो भी घटनाएं हैं हमारे लिए चुनौती हैं, हम सभी घटनाओं को गंभीरता के साथ लेते हैं और हमारी सरकार पूरी प्रतिबद्धता के साथ अपराध के जीरो टॉलरेंस की नीति के तहत काम कर रही है। किसी भी अपराधी को हम इसमें नहीं छोड़ेंगे, कितनी भी पहुंच का व्यक्ति हो, हम कड़ी से कड़ी सजा देने जा रहे हैं और हम इसके लिए लगातार पैरवी कर रहे हैं।
देखिए, प्रयागराज में एक दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना हुई थी और मुख्यमंत्री जी ने सदन में कहा था कि जिन अपराधियों ने, जिन माफियाओं ने इस घटना को अंजाम दिया है, उनको मिट्टी में मिला दिया जाएगा। आपने देखा, अभियान शुरू हो चुका है। मिट्टी में मिलाने का जो अभियान था वो आपने खबर सुन ली होगी, आपने तो चलाया भी होगा कि जो उमेश पाल जी की हत्या में एक अपराधी था, जो आरोपी था, पुलिस के साथ एक साहसिक मुठभेड़ हुई है और पुलिस ने इस अपराधी को मुठभेड़ में मार गिराया है। बहुत स्पष्ट है, जो इस घटना में शामिल थे उनको उनकी करतूत की सज़ा मिलकर रहेगी, चाहे वो उमेश पाल जी रहे हों, चाहे वो संदीप निषाद जो कि पुलिस के सिक्योरिटी गार्ड थे, जिन्होंने अपना बलिदान दिया उमेश पाल को बचाने में। उनकी हत्या का तो हिसाब होना चाहिए। और मुख्यमंत्री जी की जो प्रतिबद्धता है कानून व्यवस्था को लेकर, आज पूरा देश देख रहा है, पूरा प्रदेश देख रहा है कि किस तरह से उन्होंने 2 दिन पहले सदन के फ्लोर पे कहा है कि कार्रवाई होगी और आज कार्रवाई सबके सामने है। तो किसी को वहम में रहने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। पिछले 5 वर्ष के दौरान आप देखिए, माफियाओं ने उत्तर प्रदेश में आने से बचने के कितने बहाने निकाले। कोर्ट के दरवाजे पर जाते थे, सुप्रीम कोर्ट की कहीं भेज दो, उत्तर प्रदेश मत भेजो। किस तरह से माफियाओं की संपत्तियों को जब्त किया गया। अब इस बार किसी ने दुस्साहस किया तो संदेश जाना चाहिए, और ऐसा संदेश जाना चाहिए कि दोबारा से कोई किसी गवाह पर, किसी निरपराध पर, किसी आम व्यक्ति पर अत्याचार करने की हिम्मत न कर सके।
प्रयागराज हत्याकांड के मामले में जिस आरोपी को पुलिस ने गिरफ्तार किया है, उस आरोपी के साथ अखिलेश यादव जी की पार्टी दफ्तर के भीतर कई तस्वीरें सामने आई है। स्पष्ट है कि हर अपराध के पीछे समाजवादी पार्टी का हाथ होता है। यह केवल राजनीतिक आरोप नहीं है, बल्कि इसके तमाम साक्ष्य दिखाई पड़ते हैं और जिस तरह से एनकाउंटर में अपराधी के मारे जाने पर तमाम समाजवादी पार्टी की
All right, so the Samajwadi Party over there in the dock for their links with the mafia. Do remember that the Chief Minister has time and again spoken about how it is the Uttar Pradesh government's first priority essentially to tackle the mafia, which he says has been operated in Uttar Pradesh for a while now.
तू इधर उधर की बात ना कर, ये बता कि काफिला कैसे लुटा। मुझे रह जनों से गिला नहीं, तेरी रहबरी का सवाल है। सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट के दौर में आप सेल्फी और फोटो दिखा के मुद्दों से घुमाना चाहते हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश की कानून व्यवस्था वो चौपट है, फिल्मी अंदाज में बम और गोलियां चला के हत्या की जा रही है। बुलडोजर चला के माँ बेटी को जिंदा जलाया जा रहा है। थानों में भी माँ बेटियां सुरक्षित नहीं है। होटल में व्यापारी मारा जा रहा है। उत्तर प्रदेश की कानून व्यवस्था चौपट है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार को फोटो पॉलिटिक्स की जगह उत्तर प्रदेश की कानून व्यवस्था पे काम करना चाहिए।
So the Samajwadi Party over there saying that this is photo politics that the BJP is indulging in. This, of course, after there was a storm over a picture of the Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav with the accused. Now, this picture, of course, has been touted by the BJP as saying that it proves that the Samajwadi Party is linked to the mafia. Let's also listen into more reactions that we are getting right now from the Samajwadi Party, who have largely dismissed these allegations.
नहीं है। पूरे प्रदेश की कानून व्यवस्था पूरी तरह से ध्वस्त है। आज देखिए फिर घटना हो गई अमेठी में, इससे पहले मुरादाबाद में हो गई, अमेठी में आज फिर हो गई, और इस तरीके से कई घटना हो गई। और अभी तो बता रहे हैं कि एक पकड़ा गया, 2 पकड़े गए, तो और भी तो हैं, और का भी तो गिरफ्तार करना चाहिए। इनकी इंटेलिजेंस बिल्कुल फेल है, और उसी की वजह से ऐसी घटनाएं हो रही हैं, तो कानून व्यवस्था बिल्कुल ध्वस्त है।
So pictures on your screen are of the Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav with one of the main accused in this case. Now, what we are seeing, of course, is political mudslinging as well, with the BJP accusing the Samajwadi Party of having links with the mafia. In this particular case, of course, being directly involved, perhaps. All right, so as we are seeing, of course, the Samajwadi Party appears to be in the dock over this. In the past, of course, we have seen the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister talk about the fact that he's going to make sure that the mafia is dealt with a firm hand in Uttar Pradesh. And here's a look at what else is making news this morning. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Deputy Chief Minister Fadnavis will be addressing a BJP Shiva Sena joint meeting at the Vidhan Bhavan today. The objective of the joint meeting is to ensure better coordination amongst members of the ruling alliance. A Supreme Court bench will be hearing the long-pending Maharashtra political crisis case involving 2 factions of the Shiva Sena, one led by the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and the other by the former Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has written to the Deputy Speaker Neelam Gore to appoint Shiv Sena's Chief Whip in the Legislative Council. The letter says that the Shiv Sena Legislative Party meeting, it was decided to elect Biplav Gopikrishnan Bajoria as the Chief Whip of the Shiva Sena. A terrorist was neutralized by security forces in an encounter in Avantipura in Jammu and Kashmir. According to police officials, the body and the identity of the slain terrorist is yet to be retrieved. Meanwhile, 2 army personnel also sustained injuries. Days after the killing of another Kashmiri Pandit, the Ministry of Home Affairs has sent a high-level committee to review the law and order situation in Jammu and Kashmir. The MHA team will be headed by Joint Secretary Rank Officer. The MHA team will submit a report to the Home Minister. Meanwhile, a security review meeting is also taking place tomorrow in Jammu. Congress leader Major Singh Dhaliwal was shot dead in Punjab's Taran. The superintendent of police has said that the attacker was linked to Dhaliwal and allegedly killed him because of some personal reason. The attacker fired several shots at the Congress leader in the Sangwa village in the bordering town of Patti. Uttar Pradesh's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has taken action against the Umesh Pal murder case. 50,000 rupees will be awarded to Atiq Ahmed's has been declared as a reward on Atiq Ahmed's son. Meanwhile, the STF has detained Nafis, a restaurant operator close to Atiq. The selection of a new Vice-Chancellor of the Malayalam University has become the latest flashpoint between Governor Arif Muhammad Khan and the state government. While the LDF regime wants the VC selection to be done by a 5-member selection committee, which would ensure greater leverage for the government, Khan wants to continue with the earlier practice of entrusting the task to a 3-member panel. Now, a terrorist was neutralized by security forces in an encounter in Avantipura in Jammu and Kashmir today. According to the spokesperson of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, the body of the slain terrorist is yet to be retrieved.
We are reporting from the Avantipura encounter site. My VJ Firdos is showing you the visuals of the track that takes you to the encounter spot. One can see the deployment of the CRPF in the outer cordon, but it is an operation of Jammu and Kashmir Police. Operation was launched after getting the inputs and the credible leads that the terrorists are near the mosque. So that is why it is even taking long time, keeping the sanctity of the mosque. Security forces are trying the best to neutralize the other one and without causing any damage to this very mosque, which is here in the Padgampura area of Avantipura, South Kashmir. This is an encounter that was launched just after 24 hours of killing of Kashmiri Pandit Sanjay Sharma. Yesterday, ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar visited Pulwama, chaired high-level meeting where it was discussed and instructions were given to the core team to find out those who are behind the killing of unarmed Sanjay Sharma.
And here's a quick news flash that we are getting right now. We are learning that the Telangana BJP President Bandi Sanjay has reached the residence of the BJP Chief JP Nadda. The meeting is taking place. This, of course, is over the politics in Telangana. So, Liquorgate exploding. We are told that the BJP is holding a closed-door meeting over this, and the BJP President from Telangana, Bandi Sanjay, has also reached JP Nadda's residence. We are given to understand that this is likely to be over the links that have been alleged by the CBI between the liquor scam as well as some south-based companies. So Liquorgate, in a sense, exploding over there. Telangana BJP is in a huddle, and we are learning that JP Nadda is also part of this meeting. In fact, it is in his residence that it is taking place. I'm going to try and go across to Aneri to be able to get our viewers more details of what is being looked upon in this meeting. But do remember that this, of course, is believed to be linked to Liquorgate. Aneri has more details and facts. Let's go across to her. Aneri, tell us more, please.
Well, Nupur, what we are seeing right now is the Telangana BJP unit is holding a core committee meeting with the Union Home Minister Amit Shah and also BJP National President JP Nadda. Well, not to forget, Telangana will be seeing polls this year, and this meeting comes at the time also when we are seeing that how the Liquorgate scam has been expanding, especially the South lobby, which is being mentioned in the Liquorgate scam, also in the CBI charge sheet, where we are seeing how there have been names of the BRS leaders which are being mentioned, and also Nupur, this meeting which is being held in the national capital, where we see that the BJP state president Bandi Sanjay, along with other leaders of the state of BJP, are meeting Union Home Minister Amit Shah, because we are seeing that Telangana will be going to polls this year end, and that is one of the main reasons why we are seeing that this meeting comes very crucial for the Bharatiya Janata Party, because it's a complete face-off here in the state of Telangana between the BJP and the ruling BRS. Well, we see that this could be one of the meetings which would decide the strategy of the Bharatiya Janata Party onto what lines they would be contesting, what lines they would be fighting the Telangana State Assembly elections, but also various other topics and various other discussions in connection with the Telangana state would also be discussed. Well, this meeting is being held in the national capital, which is being chaired by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah along with the BJP National President J.P. Nadda, where we are seeing that Bandi Sanjay, the BJP state president, and other BJP leaders, top BJP leaders of the state, are present there for this meeting. A lot of strategies, a lot of discussions, very important meeting coming in at the time when we are seeing that Telangana will be going to polls, and also at the same time when we are seeing that the liquor gate scam has been expanding, and especially the South lobby, which we talk about, including one of the BRS leaders' name, which is mentioned in the chart sheet as well in the liquor gate scam. So definitely all eyes on this crucial meeting which is being held in the national capital, led by Union Home Minister Amit Shah.
Now, Neri, there's been a lot of focus on the South group, which allegedly the BJP says has been involved in liquor gate. Give us more details about that. And also, there has also been talk of course, K. Kavita's involvement.
That's right, Nupur. When we talk about the liquor gate, which has been happening since last many days, where we see also K. Kavita, the BRS MLC, and also the daughter of Telangana Chief Minister K. Kavita's name being mentioned in the chart sheet. And also, not to forget, earlier she was being questioned by the officials in connection with the liquor gate. But now, yesterday also, after the arrest of Manish Sisodia, we had seen that few BJP leaders here in the state of Telangana had also pointed out that as like Manish Sisodia was arrested soon, K. Kavita will also be seen going to jail, is what the BJP leaders have been alleging. But then we also have been seeing how there has been massive investigation being taken up. Earlier also, K. Kavita's former CA, chartered accountant, was arrested in connection with the liquor gate scam, and now we are seeing how there have been allegations which are being levelled by the BJP leaders that K. Kavita will also be soon following Manish Sisodia. But then now when we talk about this very particular meeting which is happening in the national capital, which is being led by Union Home Minister Amit Shah and other BJP leaders, very crucial meeting, Nupur, because this comes at the time when there are many sort of issues which are happening in the state of Telangana. Let it be the political face-off between the BJP and the BRS, and also at the same time when we talk about the liquor scam and many other such incidents which are being reported here in the state of Telangana. So all eyes on that, and this meeting comes ahead of the state assembly elections which we will be seeing in this year, and so definitely it would be a fight between the BJP and the BRS, but then how and on what strategy would be discussed also by the BJP leaders is very important in this particular meeting which is happening in the national capital, Nupur.
Now, as far as the TRS is concerned, Aneri, they have been saying that this is just political targeting that's taking place of K. Kavita and nothing else. But the CBI, of course, has been looking at it very, very closely. They, in fact, even, as you pointed out, being examining her links to the liquor scam.
That's right. As we have been seeing that there has been this face-off which has been going on between the BJP and the BRS. Yesterday also, the Telangana Minister KTR had also hit it out at the central government, at Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that if they speak anything against them, then there will be ED, CBI, IT, which will be coming in and doing some sort of investigation on them. But then now the BJP, which has been levelling allegations after K. Kavita's name being mentioned in the liquor scam, time, the BRS leaders say that whenever there are elections, all of this they have to face, because the central government, the BJP government at the center, has been using the central agencies to target the opposition leaders, and that is why they are seeing all of such cases being put forth on the BRS leaders, because there's elections ahead. They are trying to divide the party, but then they will. K. Kavita, when we also happened to speak to her earlier, she very clearly stated that she is ready for any sort of investigation. She is ready to cooperate, as she is the citizen of the country. She will question all the. She will face all the questions which will be asked in connection with the liquor scam. But then also at the same time, the face-off definitely continues, because Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao had also come out in support of Manish Sisodia yesterday, that they condemn the arrest of Manish Sisodia, but whereas he also further went on to state that this is nothing but the central government, the Modi government at the center, is trying to divert the attention from the Adani issue, and that is why all of this has been happening. But then Nupur, very important thing here is that the name of BRS MLC K. Kavita, who is the daughter of Telangana Chief Minister, her name being mentioned, she already is being questioned once by the officials in connection with the liquor scam. So further we'll have to wait and watch in connection with further investigation being done by the CBI officials in the liquor gate. But yes, earlier also how K. Kavita's former CA was arrested in this particular case also is very important, because we have been seeing this comes at the time when Manish Sisodia was arrested, and now we also see that few BJP leaders have been questioning soon that Kavita will also be following Manish Sisodia.
All right, thank you, Aneri, for joining us from Hyderabad. Aneri, of course, is bringing us the latest in terms of the meeting that is taking place. I think we've also got Harsha, who's joining in from New Delhi on this. Harsha, give us a sense of what
is afraid of questions raised by CBI. जो 5 दिन में जो आएगा, जो सवाल आएंगे, अब जब पूछा जाएगा कि भाई आपके मोबाइल से ये जो व्हाट्सएप गया शराब व्यापारी को कि हम आपको इतना एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी फ़ायदा दे रहे हैं, आप हमको वापस कैसे करेंगे, तो इसका जवाब तो मनीष सिसोदिया को देना पड़ेगा। जो 13 मोबाइल ये दूसरे के नाम पे खरीद कर और अपने यूज कर रहे थे, वो मोबाइल को पकड़ लिया गया है, वो मोबाइल के चैट पकड़ लिए गए हैं, उसका जवाब तो देना पड़ेगा। और नहीं तो बताना पड़ेगा ये व्यक्ति कौन है जो जिसका फ़ोन आप यूज कर रहे थे, क्यों कर रहे थे। जो 14 फ़ोन इन्होंने नष्ट कर दिया है, जो सीबीआई ने उसको पकड़ा है, तो ये सवालों का जवाब देने की बजाय आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट इसलिए जाना चाहते हैं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट बचाइए, हम इन सवालों का जवाब नहीं दे सकते हैं। तो इसका मतलब कि आपने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया कि आपने अपराध किया है और आपके ऊपर केस चलना चाहिए, आपको सजा होनी चाहिए।
एक और चीज मनोज जी, कल मनीष सिसोदिया के वकील ने राव सेवेन्यू कोर्ट में ये बात कही थी कि सीबीआई वही जवाब सुनना चाहती है जो जैसे वो सवाल कर रही है, वो चाहती है हम उनके अकॉर्डिंग जवाब दें, और नहीं दे रहे हैं इसलिए वो कह रहे हैं कि कोऑपरेट नहीं किया जा रहा है, वो जबरदस्ती प्रेशर बनाया जा रहा है, और इसी के आधार पर जो अरेस्ट किया गया है वो बेबुनियाद है।
तो जब प्रूफ सामने है भाई, इसी दिल्ली में शराब व्यापारी को जो 2% कमीशन मिलता था और दिल्ली सरकार को 12% बचता था, उसको कर दिया गया कि नहीं, व्यापारी को 14% बचेगा और दिल्ली सरकार को 1.5% बचेगा। तो इसका जवाब तो देना पड़ेगा। आपका व्हाट्सएप चैट पकड़ा गया तो जवाब तो देना पड़ेगा। आप कहेंगे कि हम नहीं देंगे, हम चुप रहेंगे, तो फिर देन यू आर कल्प्रिट, आपको फिर सजा होनी चाहिए।
वो कह रहे हैं उनकी शिक्षा नीति बीजेपी को अच्छी नहीं लग रही है, इसलिए गंदी राजनीति के तहत पहले सत्येंद्र जैन, उसके बाद अब मनीष सिसोदिया को अरेस्ट किया गया है। और आपको भी लगता है क्या कि आप जो है सारे दाव पेच लगाएगी, लेकिन ताकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट से जल्द रिलीफ मिले मनीष सिसोदिया को?
ये कितना क्रिमिनल माइंड दिखता है ना, कि कार्रवाई हो रही है शराब मंत्री पर, एक्साइज मिनिस्टर पे, तो कहते हैं ये शिक्षा मंत्री है जी, शिक्षा डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगी। अरे शिक्षा पर भी हम आएंगे बहुत जल्दी, अभी शराब पर बात हो जाए। शराब मंत्री पर कार्रवाई हुई है, शिक्षा मंत्री पर नहीं। और सीबीआई के 5 दिन के रिमांड का जवाब देना चाहिए था। उन्होंने सुप्रीम कोर्ट मूव करके बता दिया है कि इन्होंने बड़ा भ्रष्टाचार किया है, इनको भी, और अब मास्टरमाइंड कौन है उन तक भी जाना चाहिए।
This is BJP MP Manish Sisodia is clearly stating that this is a lot of political vendetta, and the moving towards Supreme Court is is actually telling that the evidence is against Manish Sisodia, and they have not followed the legal procedures as well. Along with video journalist Hitesh, Harsha Chandwani reporting from Republic TV, and Samiksha, as you have seen that what Manoj Tiwari exactly stated, that the Manish Sisodia will have to speak on the documents, the pen drive, the related documents to the liquor scam, and he is not responding. Therefore, the arrest which is done by the arrest which has been done by CBI is valid. And since they have moved to Supreme Court, and if they don't get bail through Supreme Court, then it will be a bigger problem for Manish Sisodia only. So Samiksha, now BJP is also attacking Aam Aadmi Party directly. The political war of words have also started. Samiksha, back to you.
Harsha, thanks for getting us all those details. Let's once again go back to Aneri for a quick word. Aneri, once again, if you can take us through the details coming in on the South Cartel angle that is being looked into by the central agencies. Well, definitely, Samiksha, we have been seeing that how this core committee meeting of the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is taking place at the residence of JP Nadda, where we see that the top BJP leaders, including Bandi Sanjay and other leaders from the state of Telangana, is meeting Union Home Minister Amit Shah and also the BJP National President JP Nadda. Well, this comes at the time when we are seeing that how whole of this liquor scam, which has been going on in the country, where we see after the arrest of Manish Sisodia, many BJP leaders have now been raising question that soon K. Kavita, who is the BRS MLC and also the daughter of Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, will also be following Manish Sisodia. But then this meeting of the Bharatiya Janata Party in the national capital comes at the time when the liquor gate is explodes, and also at the same time we see that there could be discussions in connection with the state assembly elections, because Telangana will be seeing polls this year end, and that is this particular meeting is very important, as BJP could plan out their strategy and what would be their plan of action for fighting the next assembly elections, which will be held in 2023 this year. So definitely it's a complete face-off between the BRS and the BJP here in the state of Telangana, but also at the same time the liquor scam is also very important, because we have been seeing how the BRS has been questioning the BJP for using the central agencies, whereas the BJP says that they will be forming the government in the state of Telangana. So definitely a face-off. Aneri, yes, Aneri and Harsha, thanks for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you for more developments. Remains to be seen whether more arrests follow after Manish Sisodia's arrest on Sunday.
Another move by Eknath Shinde, that he wants Biplab Bajoria as a chief whip in Legislative Council. This comes at a very crucial time when there is a hearing over the Election Commission of India has already given the symbol to Eknath Shinde, and in fact apart from that the case is still pending at the Supreme Court. At that crucial time, Eknath Shinde has in fact demanded a chief whip in Legislative Council. It will be very much crucial to see where the MLCs of Uddhav faction will go now, as it is a very crucial point for them when there are opposition leader in Legislative Council of Uddhav faction. So it will be now the time for the Legislative councillors in fact to switch the sides, whether they will be with Uddhav faction or will they join the Shiv Sena of Eknath Shinde.
Alright, to news coming in from poll-bound state Karnataka, where controversial remark has been made by BJP leader at just months ahead of Karnataka heading for polls. In fact, a statement that has been made by the BJP Neta, where he says, and I quote, "All MLAs ask me in your constituency that there are 1 lakh Tipu Sultans, how a descendant of Shivaji Maharaj won from Bijapur. Henceforth in Bijapur, none of the followers of Tipu Sultan will win. Only followers of Shivaji Maharaj will win here." Well, that's the remark that was made by the BJP MLA. Let's once again listen in to those controversial statements coming in from the BJP MLA.
ಎಲ್ಲ MLAಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೌಡ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ಗಳದಾರ, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ವಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸಿ ಬಂದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಯಾರು ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋರು ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಭಗವಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ತಪ್ಪಿ ಸಹಿತ ನೀವು ಸಾಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಾರ್ದು.
Remarks that were made by the BJP MLA while he was speaking at this event. Shocking remarks coming in where he says, and I quote once again, all MLAs ask me in your constituency that there are 1 lakh Tipu Sultans, how a descendant of Shivaji Maharaj won from Bijapur. Henceforth in Bijapur, none of the followers of Tipu Sultan will win, only followers of Shivaji Maharaj will win. So it's Shivaji Maharaj versus Tipu Sultan in Polbang state, Karnataka. The BJP leader who goes on to add that even by mistake, you should not cast your vote for Sabru. So these were the remarks that have stoked a controversy in Polbang state, Karnataka. Let's go across to Prajwal also to get more details. Prajwal, any reactions you've been picking up from the BJP? Are they backing the kind of statements that are coming in from the BJP MLA?
Absolutely not, Samiksha. They're not backing any sort of statements which are being made by Basangauda Patil.
Yatnal, but neither are they going on and commenting on the fact that that there has been a problem here. So that is something which is turning out to be a problem. And the Chief Minister today, this morning, when he was in Uttara Kannada, also went on and spoke and stated that such statements will not have to be made, and their only agenda is development here. That is something which has now been understood. Apart from which, the BJP High Command still maintains that the X factor for them will only be development, but none of the leaders have come in the forefront and condemned the statement which has been made by Basangauda Patil Yatnal, Samiksha.
Prajwal, they're getting us more details on these statements that were made by the BJP MLA while he was speaking at this particular event. Prajwal, in fact, stay with us. If you can take us through any reactions from the opposition as of yet. Are they raking up this issue? Because, of course, this comes just months ahead of the state going to polls.
No, so far the opposition has also failed to comment on this particular issue here, Samiksha. None of the leaders have made a statement. But in the past, we have seen that the Congress has maintained its stand, saying that the BJP is focusing only on communal issues and they're not focusing on issues of development and infrastructure. And that is what the people want. And this time around, they cannot play around with communal politics and gain the vote bank of the people. This is something which the Congress party in the state of Karnataka has gone on to maintain here. But so far there has been no sort of statements, because all the Congress leaders are either busy with Prajadhwani Yatra or they are campaigning in the other parts of the state over here ahead of the assembly elections as well. So we will have to wait in for some reactions to come in from both the BJP as well as the Congress.
Just stay with us. Let's once again listen into what the BJP MLA had to say earlier.
ಎಲ್ಲ MLAಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೌಡ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ಗಳು ಅದಾರ, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ವಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸಿ ಬಂದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಯಾರು ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋರು ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಭಗವಾಜಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ತಪ್ಪಿ ಸಹಿತ ನೀವು ಸಾಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ MLAಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೌಡ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ಗಳು ಅದಾರ, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ವಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸಿ ಬಂದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಯಾರು ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋರು ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಭಗವಾಜಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ತಪ್ಪಿ ಸಹಿತ ನೀವು ಸಾಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಾರ್ದು.
Let's go across to Tanveer Ahmed of the JD is joining us. If I can get your response to the BJP leader's statement where he says that Tipu Sultan followers will not win. He goes on to add that do not vote for Muslims. Not the first time that we see Tipu Sultan debate raging, but this time it's Tipu Sultan versus Shivaji Maharaj in the Polbang state.
Firstly, we need to break this into 3 parts. One, who is speaking about it? The person who himself is an idiot, characterless, not contributed anything for the betterment of people. A person who really knows how to do divisive politics, communal hatred, and full of controversy. Second thing, Tipu Sultan is Tipu Sultan, Shivaji Maharaj is Shivaji Maharaj. You cannot really, because they were part of in the same time either. Tipu Sultan was part of Mysore, and the Shivaji Maharaj was in Pune and Maharashtra. Therefore, equating both and starting a parallel is absolutely totally uncalled for. Third and important, we need to really understand what is the kind of language he has used for Tipu Sultan. He called him names. He called him the B word, which I can't even tell in a respectable channel like yours. So do you want us to take seriously to an idiot who doesn't even understand what is the importance of politics? In politics, definitely you need to politicize. You need to really work for polarization of your vote, but not with stupid language, which really shows what is the character Yatnal is coming from. Absolutely, Shivaji Maharaj was a great king. Nobody should really draw parallel to Shivaji Maharaj. But however, you cannot really deny the contribution of Tipu Sultan. Tipu Sultan is the one who has really bought irrigation, bought agriculture, who bought first agriculture university. He's the one who said that for every 5 kilometers there got to be an anath ashram. For every 1 kilometer there got to be a school. He's the one who has planted more than a million trees in entire Karnataka. I mean, that doesn't understand. So, however, I would like to say that BJP need to really check on an idiot called Yatnal, because if at all they go for politicizing, there's going to be a total divide in society which we can't really afford. Karnataka is growing. Karnataka is going to be 1.5 trillion economy. If idiots like this come really speak a language like this, which is full of hatred, venom, and divisive, Karnataka is really going to be shambles. To save Karnataka, we need to really kick idiots like Yatnal out of politics.
All right, appreciate you speaking to us, but also let's not forget that it's not just the BJP. We've seen other parties also raking up the debate of Tipu Sultan time and again in the state of Karnataka. We'll slip into a very short break, but top stories to continue on the other side as well. In CBI dock for Liquorgate, Kejriwal's deputy and accused number 1 now knock Supreme Court stops. Top court agrees to hear Sisodia's plea hearing in top court at 3:50 p.m. today.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I'm about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are, and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology can you justify this. Republic will only and only be on the side of the people, and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice and the Netas have a choice: sack, apologize, or face the legitimate anger of the people of India.
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this. Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
Protest has begun, action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest just because after Delhi is the government of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, and here the high expectations that maximum support and maximum people are going to join this protest, and heavy police deployment is here, and even the police has prepared with the water cannons, tear gas shells, and extra force has been called in to block these protesters at this point only.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे सीबीआई कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है, आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे। मनीष जी,
he told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't government send the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this. Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
Pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see.
Now, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has moved the top court against his arrest, and the CBI probe into this case. The Supreme Court is all set to hear Manish Sisodia's plea at 3:50 p.m. this afternoon. Let's go across to Anuj as well, who's there at Sanjay Singh, the AAP leader's residence. Anuj, give us a sense as to what are the AAP leaders saying at this point. How are they planning to rake up this issue of Sisodia's arrest?
Well, exactly, Samiksha. I have with me senior Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh, the Rajya Sabha MP also. Sir, finally आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी गई है आम आदमी पार्टी। कल राउस एवेन्यू कोर्ट में जो कुछ हुआ वो सबके सामने है, और 3:50 का ये टाइम बताया जा रहा है जब ये हेयरिंग होगी। तो सबसे पहले आम आदमी पार्टी का क्या स्टैंड है, आपकी क्या प्रतिक्रिया?
देखिए, ऐसा है कि पहले दिन से हम लोग कह रहे हैं कि ये दरअसल अरविंद केजरीवाल की लोकप्रियता से परेशान होकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी कार्रवाई कर रही है, मोदी जी की सरकार कार्रवाई कर रही है। उनको परेशानी किस बात से है? मनीष सिसोदिया दिल्ली के 18 लाख बच्चों के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, अच्छी शिक्षा का मॉडल दे रहे हैं, देश और दुनिया में उनकी चर्चा हो रही है। इसको रोकना है। अगर उनके आरोपों में कोई भी सत्यता होती तो आप मुझे बताइए, पहले दिन से भाजपा क्या करे? 10,000 करोड़ की रिश्वत खा ली, 10,000 करोड़ की रिश्वत खा ली। अरे भाई, घर पे 14 घंटे सीबीआई ने छापे मार लिया, गांव में छापे मार लिया, दफ्तर पे छापे मार लिया, बैंक का लॉकर चेक कर लिया, कोई तो संपत्ति, कोई सोना, कोई कागजात तो मिलता। फर्जी आरोप, हजारों करोड़ खा लिया, रिश्वत खा लिया। तो इसलिए भाजपाइयों के लिए मैं कहता हूं ये भारतीय झूठा पार्टी है, इनका काम दिन रात झूठ बोलने का है। हाँ, मैं ये जरूर कह सकता हूं कि कल जिस प्रकार से सीबीआई कोर्ट में हमारे वकीलों ने सवाल पूछा, उसका कोई जवाब सीबीआई वालों के पास नहीं था। वो क्या कह रहे हैं? वो कह रहे हैं साहब पॉलिसी में भ्रष्टाचार हो गया। अरे भाई, बीजेपी के द्वारा, मोदी सरकार के द्वारा नियुक्त एलजी ने इस पे मोहर लगाई है। जो संशोधन एलजी ने पहले बताया, उस संशोधन को मानकर दोबारा फाइल उनके पास भेजी गई और उसको उन्होंने अप्रूव किया है। तो अगर पॉलिसी में कोई गड़बड़ी है तो एलजी से क्यों नहीं पूछताछ हो रही है, उन पे क्यों नहीं एफआईआर हो रही है? तो इसलिए मैं फिर दोहरा रहा हूं इस बात को कि आम आदमी पार्टी के बढ़ते हुए विस्तार से और अरविंद केजरीवाल के बढ़ते हुए कद से घबरा कर ये कार्रवाई की जा रही है। वरना आप बताइए, नरेंद्र मोदी जी और उनके करीबी या उनकी पार्टी में जो लोग हैं उस पे कहां रहती है सीबीआई? व्यापम घोटाले में कहां है सीबीआई? कहां है येदुरप्पा के मामले में सीबीआई? कहां है हेमंत विश्व शर्मा के वाटर घोटाले में सीबीआई? कहां है नारायण राणे के मामले में सीबीआई, मुकुल राय के मामले में सीबीआई, शिवेंदु अधिकारी के मामले में सीबीआई? बताइए ना आप मुझे।
संजय जी, अगर लीगैलिटीज की बात करें अब, क्योंकि देखिए राउस एवेन्यू कोर्ट से अब तो मामला लीगल है, कोर्ट के पास है, कल कस्टडी दी गई है सीबीआई को, आप लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट पे गुहार लगा रहे हैं। तो सबसे पहला मेरा सवाल यही था आपसे कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट से क्या अपेक्षा है?
किसी भी न्यायालय का क्या आदेश आएगा उस पर कोई
ग्राउंड्स क्या रखेंगे सर?
नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूँ वो तो वकीलों का काम है, मैं उस पर कोई टिप्पणी नहीं कर सकता। आने दीजिए आदेश, उसकी प्रतीक्षा करते हैं। लेकिन मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि जो इनके आरोप हैं उसमें दूर दूर तक कोई सच्चाई नहीं है और इसके लिए अभी से नहीं, काफी लंबे समय से मोदी सरकार का ये तोता काम कर रहा है और कुछ आज तक वो
कह रही है संजय जी कि कॉपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं मनीष जी, इन्वेस्टिगेशन के अंदर कॉपरेट नहीं।
ठीक है, मैं आपको कहूं कि अनुज जी, आप मानिए कि आपने 5 कत्ल किया है, आप मानेंगे? और अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि नहीं नहीं हमने कोई कत्ल नहीं किया है, तो इसका मतलब आप सहयोग नहीं कर रहे हैं। वो ऐसी फर्जी बेबुनियाद बातें कर रहे हैं। वो कह रहे हैं आपने भ्रष्टाचार किया, आप मानिए। वो कह रहे हैं भाई हमने किया ही नहीं, कुछ गलत नहीं किया, कह रहे हैं सहयोग नहीं कर रहे हैं। तो ये ऐसे जांच एजेंसियां काम करती हैं क्या? किसी आदमी को आप पकड़ के ले आइए और कह दीजिए कि मानो तुम कि तुमने कत्ल किया है, और वो कहते भाई हमने कत्ल नहीं किया, बोलो जांच में सहयोग नहीं कर रहे हो, तुमने तो किया है कत्ल।
कहा तो ये भी जा रहा है, देखिए जो अभी तक सूत्रों की माने अगर सीबीआई की, तो वो कह रहे हैं कि एक साउथ की लॉबी थी, उन्होंने मुलाकात करी दिल्ली के एक होटल के अंदर, जो पेपर हैं वो लीक हुए, लिकर पॉलिसी के बारे में पहले से बताया गया, ये सब सीबीआई के हवाले से।
मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि ये सारी दलीलें कोर्ट के सामने ट्रायल के दौरान आएंगी, लेकिन तोते के मुंह से तमाम कहानियां आपको सुनने को मिलेंगी समय पे। तोता टर टर, जैसे उसका मालिक जो सिखा के भेजता है वही बोलता है। तो उसके लिए आप चिंता मत कीजिए, इसका सब जवाब न्यायालय में जब वक्त आएगा तो देंगे। लेकिन आप बताइए, जब जब सीबीआई गई, जब जब सीबीआई ने बुलाया, हमेशा सहयोग किया। दिल्ली का बजट था इसलिए थोड़ा समय मांग लिया इस बार, वरना तो कभी ऐसा हुआ नहीं कि सीबीआई ने बुलाया हो और मनीष सिसोदिया जांच में सहयोग न किया हो।
Thank you so much for talking to us. So that was Sanjay Singh, the senior leader of Aam Aadmi Party, who is saying that this will be clear by the court now. There is to wait and watch what exactly will be happening at 3:50 today. We are slipping for a short break. Keep watching Republic TV. Stay tuned.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर, आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी। सर नीचे कर दो, सर आप शीशा नीचे कर दो। See the picture of Manish is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace, can be established without weapons. Why don't government, center, state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
लगातार जो है विरोध प्रदर्शन यहाँ पे जारी है। आम आदमी पार्टी कार्यकर्ता जो हैं वो भाजपा दफ्तर का घेराव करने के प्रयास कर रहे थे।
A very good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. This Tuesday afternoon, we are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Here's a look at the top headlines this Tuesday afternoon. In CBI dock for Liquorgate, Kejriwal's deputy and accused number 1 knocks Supreme Court door. Top court agrees to hear Sisodia's plea hearing in top court at 3:50 p.m. today. Yogi government cracks the whip against Mafia Raj. Samajwadi Party link to accused now emerges. Forces avenge killing of Kashmiri Hindu Sanjay Sharma, terrorist gunned down in Avantipura. UK and European Union strike post-Brexit deal. Sunak calls it a historical move. Alright, we start with the news break coming in from Bihar, where family members of Jai Kishore Singh, who was killed in the 2002 Galwan Valley clash, have alleged that Singh's father was thrashed and later arrested by police for building a memorial for his son on government land in Vaishali's Jandaha. So, absolutely shocking news that is just coming in of how Galwan martyr's father was thrashed, arrested by the Bihar police, and this only because they wanted to build a memorial in memory of their son in Vaishali's Jandaha. Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh, who sacrificed his life for India. Remember, he was martyred in the 2002 Galwan Valley clash. Now, family members of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh have alleged that the Sepoy's father, the Jawan's father, was thrashed and later arrested by the cops for building a memorial for their son on government land in Vaishali's Jandaha. So, the visuals there on your screens right now of how the family was attacked. Later arrested the father of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh, who sacrificed his life in service for the nation. He was martyred in the 2002 Galwan Valley clash. The family members of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh who've alleged that Sepoy's father was brutally thrashed. He was later arrested by the Bihar cops, and this only because the family members built a memorial in memory of their loved one, the Jawan who was martyred, who sacrificed his life in service of the nation in Vaishali's Jandaha. Remains to be seen the kind of response we get from the Bihar government on why the family of the Jawan was treated in such a manner. But the visuals there on your screens right now of the family members also staging protest and opposing the kind of reaction and response they've received from the Bihar cops. This as the family members of Jawan who was martyred in the Galwan clash have alleged how the family was attacked and later arrested just because they built a memorial in memory of their son on government land in Bihar's Vaishali. All right, let's go across to Niranjan for more on that. Niranjan, absolutely shocking to say the least, but any response that has come in from the Bihar government as of yet? How can they even brazen it out, the kind of treatment that has been meted out to the martyrs' family?
Well, let's assume for a minute that, the father built a memorial for his son, Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh. And after building a memorial, the police claimed that this memorial was built, and you can see the pictures of the memorial there of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh, built as a tribute to Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh in Bihar. Now, first of all, let me tell you that when Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh was martyred, he was one of the soldiers who was martyred in Galwan in the clashes with the Chinese PLA. Now, after Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh was martyred, all of these ministers in Bihar rushed to his residence. They promised a memorial for Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh. But it appears that 3 years on, there is no memorial for Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh. No memorial has been constructed. Instead, the family of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh, his father, who built a memorial for him, and you can see that it's sort of a temporary structure that is constructed. There's just a attachment, and there is a bust of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh placed there as a tribute, as a family and as a village tribute to Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh. In fact, let's play out the pictures of the memorial, please. You have the pictures and the still of the memorial. I'd like to play out the still of the memorial. You can see that it's a temporary structure that has been constructed, and this temporary structure is constructed as a tribute to the Sepoy who was martyred in Galwan. Now, assume for a second that it was government land. Did the police have to thrash the father and the family of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh? They didn't just thrash him, they attacked him and then they arrested him. Now, there are several questions that come to our mind. Why did the police have to attack the martyr's father? Isn't it a betrayal of all those politicians and the ministers who went there and they beat up the father of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh? And they beat him up because, of course, the police found that to be the easiest option. They took him into custody when the ministers, the government themselves had promised a memorial for the Jawan who laid down his life, for the Sepoy who laid down his life in Galwan. Now, this is the story as we know it, the facts as we know it, and a classic case of how politicians go to a martyr's house immediately after he lays down his life for the country, go there and pretend like they really care. They take pictures, they promise you a memorial, they promise all the support, but then just betray the family of a martyr because it's life as usual after that. So it's a classic case of that. We have the pictures. What is shocking in this particular case is that even the attack on the father has been captured. We had the pictures of the police coming there, thrashing the father of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh. These are the facts as we know it. One of the soldiers who laid down their lives for the country in the Galwan clash, and it's really unfortunate, tragic that they are treated like this. And contrast this to also what happened in Krishnagiri a few days back. I think we have some responses of the family as well. Let's play out what the family of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh is saying.
ना हुआ जे डीएसपी मैम साहब आई थी तो बताइए आप स्मारक हटा लीजिए 15 दिन के मैं टाइम देती हूँ। तो हम बोले जे ठीक है, मेरे पास जो डॉक्यूमेंट है वो हम लेके आपको दिखाएंगे।
कल रात में क्या हुआ था?
कल रात में हुआ जो थाना प्रभारी साहब आए थे 3-4 गाड़ी से और पिताजी को यहाँ से अरेस्ट कर लिए और अरेस्ट जो है घींचते घांचते और 2-3 फैट पीछे से चला भी दिए हैं। और गाड़ी में यहाँ से जब अरेस्ट कर ले गए हैं तो अभद्र माने गाली दिए हैं। गाली गलौज बोलना नहीं चाहिए कैमरा के पास, क्योंकि ये वीडियो बहुत लेडीज और जेंट्स बहुत आदमी।
आप भी एक सैनिक हैं
और हम भी एक सैनिक हैं। तो मारपीट किया गाड़ी में और थाना पर भी ले जाकर 2-4 चाटी मारा है। तो वही फादर हमको बता रहा है।
Brigadier Hemant Mahajan is joining us on the phone line. Brigadier Hemant Mahajan, last week and for the last 10 days we've been focusing on the story in what happened in Krishnagiri in Tamil Nadu, where a politician killed one of our brave hearts, one of our soldiers. And here in Bihar, one of our Galwan martyrs' family has been thrashed, not just thrashed, abused, attacked, arrested by the police for building a memorial for their son.
I think you are right in highlighting it. It's a very, very sad state of affairs that a soldier who laid down his life in the Galwan Valley, where we lost 20 of our soldiers, and Chinese army for the first time lost more than 70 of their soldiers. Such a brave act of bravery which was seen by the whole country and for that matter the world. If you start ill-treating the martyrs' families who are no more there to protect their families, it is very, very sad. And I think the government, the police, the administration must look into it and take appropriate action against the policemen or whoever abused the family, whoever treated them badly, whoever took them to the police station for doing something which was not wrong. Because this kind of a thing should not happen, because this may be because of local rivalry or some political party or political person not wanting it there, something of that sort. Exact thing one would not know, but it is definitely wrong to take law into their own hands and thrash families of a martyr and also treat them very, very badly. I think government must take a note of it and bring those people who did this wrong thing to the justice.
Yes, yes, Brigadier Hemant Mahajan, thank you for speaking to us. Main General SP Sinha also joining us on the phone line. General Sinha, a story coming in from Bihar where a martyr's family has been abused, attacked, arrested for building a memorial which the politicians promised would be built but did not, because the father built a temporary memorial with just a bust of his son in the village. Abused, attacked and arrested.
My God, this is pathetic. This is disgraceful. This is total misgovernance. This is a matter of shame for Bihar. Such a great state, which gave India Babu Kunwar Singh, Shri Jayaprakash Narayan ji, Ramdhani Singh Dinkar ji. That state has fallen to such low standards of administrative efficiency. First Chief Minister of Bihar, Mr. Shri Kishan Singh, he was graded as the best Chief Minister of India. And today, what is the plight we are seeing? The government of Bihar should have erected a statue, a memorial in name of that soldier. And when the father is doing it, you beat him up. I think matters have come to such a pass where a drastic law or drastic action needs to be taken against the defaulting police person. Not only that, the DGP has to answer. DGP Bihar has to answer to entire nation why this is happening. The Chief Minister has to answer. The Home Minister, I'm told, is with the Chief Minister. So he should answer. This is disgraceful. They have no respect for armed forces. This is the way they treat. This is why, this is how, when we lay our life at the stake of nation, this is what Bihar gives back to us. I'm myself from Bihar. This is what Bihar gives return gift to us. They disgrace us. They beat the beat father of that martyred soul, such a brave man. Do the people of how much tough life we lead? We are most of the time away from family. We are the only profession in India who understands that a day will come when they have to sacrifice their life for the sake of the nation. And these disgraceful people, they keep making money in tons, and then they try to disrespect. Armed forces does not make money in tons.
Well,
These
absolutely,
people keep making
yes.
money of.
Yes. Yes, Major General SP Sinha there, of course, absolutely unfortunate and shocking at the same point. In fact, let's once again listen into what the family members of the martyr had to say on being meted out such a treatment by the Bihar police. All right, we'll just play out that reaction as well, but the family members of Jai Kishore Singh, who was martyred in the 2022 Galwan Valley clash, have alleged that Singh's father was thrashed and later arrested by the police for building a memorial for his son on government land in Bihar's Vishali. Remains to be seen the kind of response we get from the Bihar police. But remember, this is the martyr we are talking about here, who sacrificed his life in service of the nation. In fact, he lost his life in the 2022 Galwan Valley clash. Let's listen into what the family members of the martyr had to say on this whole episode.
घटना हुआ जे डीएसपी मैम साहब आई थी तो बताई जे आप स्मारक हटा लीजिए 15 दिन के मैं टाइम देती हूँ। तो हम बोले जे ठीक है, मेरे पास जो डॉक्यूमेंट है वो हम लेके आपको दिखाएंगे।
कल रात में क्या हुआ था?
कल रात में हुआ जो थाना प्रभारी साहब आए थे 3-4 गाड़ी से और पिताजी को यहाँ से अरेस्ट कर लिए और अरेस्ट जो है घींचते घांचते और 2-3 फैट पीछे से चला भी दिए हैं। और गाड़ी में यहाँ से जब अरेस्ट कर ले गए हैं तो अभद्र माने गाली दिए हैं। गाली गलौज जो बोलना नहीं चाहिए कैमरा के पास, क्योंकि ये वीडियो बहुत लेडीज और जेंट्स बहुत आदमी।
आप भी एक सैनिक हैं
और हम भी एक सैनिक हैं। तो मारपीट किया गाड़ी में और थाना पर भी ले जाकर 2-4 चाटी मारा है। तो वही फादर हमको बता रहा है।
कल जयकिशोर सिंह के पिताजी की गिरफ्तारी हुई, इसकी सूचना हम लोग को अभी लगभग 1 घंटे पहले मिली थी। पूरी बजरंग दल की टीम यहाँ पर पहुँची है। जब पूरी मामले की जानकारी हुआ है और इस पर जनदाहा प्रशासन आगे की दिशा तय कर ले, बजरंग दल अपना दिशा तय कर चुका है। अगर इस मामले में इस परिवार को अगर इंसाफ नहीं मिलता है, अगर मूर्ति की स्थापना नहीं होती है तो हम लोग आंदोलन करेंगे। हम लोग कमर कस लिए और हम लोग इसलिए भी प्रतिबद्ध हो गए हैं कि इस मूर्ति की स्थापना और इस स्थल का ढलाई का कार्य पूर्ण करवा करके ही मानेंगे।
So there you heard the family members of Sepoy Jaikishore who are demanding justice, saying how they faced such a treatment by the Bihar police, where they were refused, where the Bihar police refused to let that memorial be built on this in this particular location in memory of the martyr Jaikishore Singh, who lost his life in the 2022 Galwan Valley clash. The family has alleged that Singh's father was thrashed and he was later arrested by the Bihar police as well. This as the family wanted to build a memorial in memory of the martyr who lost his life in service for the nation. This incident happened in Bihar's Vaishali. The visuals there on your screens right now of the martyr family attacked. They were thrashed for getting a memorial built. Let's take in a word from Major General P.K. Sehgal as well. Major General, if I can get your quick response to this. Absolutely unfortunate that the family of the Jawan the martyr had to go through this treatment. They were not allowed to build this memorial in memory of their family member who laid his life in service for the nation.
It's a very unfortunate incident, and the gentleman who is involved in doing this must be punished in a most exemplary manner. Here is their son who gave his life to ensure the homogeneity, integrity and sovereignty of our nation. And they will lay down their life and sacrifice for the nation. The nation is sleeping peacefully. The businesses are working, the corporates are working, because 24/7, 365 days, these Jawans remain absolutely alert and protect the nation. And if their family is not secure and their father is stabbed to death or is stabbed and is seriously injured, that is a matter of great shame. And the government of the day must act very, very strongly against the perpetrator and made an example of him.
Yes. And Major General, look at the irony here. On one hand, we saw what happened post the Galwan clash. These ministers, they flogged for the photo op. And on the other side, we are seeing there is least sympathy from their end, where they objected to this memorial that was being built in memory of the martyr.
That's indeed condemnable. And it only speaks of the fact that the people of the country only paid lip service at the time of event like this happened, like the Galwan thing happened. Thereafter, their public memories are very short-lived memories, and they completely forget those who continue to protect them around the year 24/7, 365 days, and even go on to sacrifice their life for their tomorrow and their day after. It is absolutely unfortunate that a memorial being made to remember those people, and this is what happens. It is absolutely shameful and something which needs to be condemned in the strongest possible manner, and exemplary punishment should be meted out to those who committed this heinous crime.
All right, Major General P.K. Sehgal, appreciate you speaking to us. Let's take in a word from Major General G.D. Bakshi also joining us. Major General, your first response to this, absolutely shocking, unfortunate to say the least. Bihar police objecting to the memorial that was being built for this martyr who sacrificed his life in service of the nation. And then the family members were thrashed as well after there was objection on part of the Bihar police.
This is utterly amazing. For the life of me, I can't understand what objection the Bihar police can have to the creation of a memorial for a martyr, for a soldier. And well, forget whatever the land issues were involved. But the simple fact is, why did they thrash the family of a martyr? This is becoming far too commonplace and everyday affair in this country. We have somebody in the south being thrashed in Chennai. And then now here, soldiers on leave being thrashed. Now soldiers' families being beaten up by the police. This is utterly sacrilegious. I mean, these are the boys in the instant case. This boy had laid down his life in Galwan. He had been martyred fighting the Chinese soldiers in Galwan. The reason that he deserves is respect, honor, izzat. And instead of that, his family members are beaten up. I mean, I don't know what this country is going to. But at the rate at which we are disrespecting our martyrs, we will cease to exist being a country, because that is the prime criteria for nationhood. A sense of respect, a sense of gratitude for those who have laid down their lives for this country. You know, respect. They have earned our respect. And instead of giving them respect, here we go around not only just callously ignoring them, but beating them up at the first bloody opportunity that the police get. This is amazing. There we had a local MLC trying to thrash a policeman's family and saying, don't worry, I'll handle the consequences. That controversy hasn't even died down. We have this next episode of thrashing of the family members of service people who have laid down their lives for the country. There is no sense of respect for them. There is no sense of gratitude. We are becoming a nation of absolute callous, die-hard. I don't want to use the word, but we are becoming swines as far as giving respect to our martyrs is concerned. It is unacceptable. Unacceptable in the least that our valiant soldiers their families should be thrashed, ill-treated in this callous manner. And they knew that this was the family of a martyr. And if they were just trying to see that, nobody else wants to remember military martyrs. So, everybody would like to remember and honor the netas through whom they can get some of their physical wants met. But here is the family of a martyr trying to get some honor for their lost loved one. And all that the police can do is come up and thrash them. What are we coming to? Where are we heading for? This bodes ill for the country, bodes ill for the future of our country, for a sense of self, for any pride in nationhood. There is something called a Soldier Society Covenant that Samuel Huntington talks of. The Soldier Society Covenant says, boy, don't worry, go wherever you are sent. If you have to get killed, lay down your life. If you have to lose your arm, leg, do so. We will take care of you. We will take care of your family. Take care of you, my foot. You are thrashing the families of a martyr who fought in Galwan. It saddens me. It shocks me.
Yes. Appreciate you speaking to us. So Major General G.D. Bakshi also expressing his disappointment. And of course, this is sadly the state of affairs in the state of Bihar, where the martyr has been insulted yet again. Coming up on the other side, Top Court agrees to hear Sisodia's plea hearing in Top Court at 3:50 p.m. today. And Yogi government cracks a whip against Mafia Raj. Samajwadi Party link to accused now emerges.
Live pictures of Manish Sisodia, who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे सीबीआई कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है, आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं। मनीष जी।
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
Protest has begun, action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest just because after Delhi is the government of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, and here the high expectations that maximum support and maximum people are going to join this protest, and heavy police deployment is here, and even the police has prepared with the water cannons, tear gas shells, and extra force has been called in to block these protesters at this point only.
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are, and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology can you justify this. Republic will only and only be on the side of the people, and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice and the Netas have a choice: sack, apologize, or face the legitimate anger of the people of India.
These are the dramatic visuals from the Aam Aadmi Party office, and there you can clearly see the kind of face-off which is going on between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. This is the police and the RAF, the forces which has been deployed to control the situation over here, and the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas pushing the police over here and the forces over there. They are just trying to cross the barricade, and this is the protest which is going on regarding this Manish Sisodia last evening was arrested.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
protest has begun. Action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest just because after Delhi is the government of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, and here the high expectations that maximum support and maximum people are going to join this protest, and heavy police deployment is here, and even the police has prepared with the water gas.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. But Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
Very good afternoon. You're watching live and breaking at 1:30. I'm Suesha Samant, and the story that is our top focus this afternoon, where family members of Jai Kishore Singh, who was killed in the 2022 Galwan Valley clash, allege that Singh's father was thrashed and later arrested by the police for building a memorial for his son on government land in Vaishali's Jandaha. We have several reactions coming into this. Let's first listen into it, after which we also have a panel of guests joining us.
घटना हुआ जे डीएसपी मैम साहब आई थी तो बताई जे आप स्मारक हटा लीजिए, 15 दिन के मैं टाइम देती हूँ। तो हम बोले जे ठीक है, मेरे पास जो डॉक्यूमेंट है वो हम लेके आपको दिखाएंगे।
कल रात में क्या हुआ था?
कल रात में हुआ जो थाना प्रभारी साहब आए थे 3-4 गाड़ी से, और पिताजी को यहाँ से अरेस्ट कर लिए, और अरेस्ट जो है घींचते घांचते और 2-3 फैट पीछे से चला भी दिए हैं। और गाड़ी में यहाँ से जब अरेस्ट कर ले गए हैं तो अभद्र माने गाली दिए हैं। गाली गलौज जो बोलना नहीं चाहिए कैमरा के पास, क्योंकि ये वीडियो बहुत लेडीज और जेंट्स बहुत आदमी।
आप भी एक सैनिक हैं
और हम भी एक सैनिक हैं। तो मारपीट किया गाड़ी में, और थाना पर भी ले जाकर 2-4 चाटी मारा है। तो वही फादर हमको बता रहे हैं।
कल बीती रात जो घटना हुई है, शहीद जय किशोर सिंह के पिताजी की गिरफ्तारी हुई, इसकी सूचना हम लोग को अभी लगभग 1 घंटे पहले मिली थी। पूरी बजरंग दल की टीम यहाँ पर पहुँची है। जब पूरी मामले की जानकारी हुआ है और इस पर जनदाहा प्रशासन आगे की दिशा तय कर ले, बजरंग दल अपना दिशा तय कर चुका है। अगर इस मामले में इस परिवार को अगर इंसाफ नहीं मिलता है, अगर मूर्ति की स्थापना नहीं होती है, तो हम लोग आंदोलन करेंगे। हम लोग कमर कस लिए, और हम लोग इसलिए भी प्रतिबद्ध हो गए हैं कि इस मूर्ति की स्थापना और इस स्थल का ढलाई का कार्य पूर्ण करवा करके ही मानेंगे।
देखिए, जंदाहा थाना में 23 जनवरी को केस हुआ है SC/ST धारा में, जिसमें हरिनाथ राम, पेशा स्वर्गीय रामदेव राम, जिनकी ज़मीन पे ही ये जो अरेस्ट हुए हैं अभियुक्त, उन्होंने शहीद का स्मारक बनाया था। पहले एक पिलर बनाया था, फाइनली उन्होंने रातों रात चारों तरफ से दीवार घेर कर उसे पूरा ही 4 दीवारी का रूप दे दिया है, जिससे कम्प्लीटली जो इस केस के वादी हरिनाथ राम, उनकी ज़मीन का पूरा रास्ता अवरुद्ध हो रहा है और उनके कंप्लीट अधिकारों का हनन हो रहा है। इन्होंने ये बात CO और SDO कार्यालय में भी चला, उनके कार्यालय में ये मामला चला, परंतु इन सभी का अवहेलना करते हुए इन्होंने वो पूरा अतिक्रमण किया हुआ है। तो इस चीज़ के लिए बार बार समझाया गया था, लेकिन फिर भी उन्होंने उनके पूरे ज़मीन को कवर करते हुए उनके पूरे क्षेत्र को अतिक्रमण किया हुआ है और उनके साथ दुर्व्यवहार किया। इस कारण में केस हुआ था और जिसमें उनकी अरेस्टिंग हुई है। देखिए, वो ज़मीन जहाँ पे बना है वो बिहार सरकार का एक ज़मीन है, जिस पे रोड निकला हुआ है, जिस रोड के बगल में ये अभियुक्त पक्ष का भी ज़मीन है, और उसी रोड के सामने पक्ष में जो वादी पक्ष है उनका ज़मीन है। उस कम्प्लीटली उस जो ज़मीन है उस पर उस रास्ता निकलता है वादी पक्ष का। उस कंप्लीट रास्ता को उन्होंने अवरुद्ध करके इस मार्ग बनाया है, जिसमें इन्होंने कोई परमिशन नहीं लिया है, जिससे उनके अधिकारों का हनन हो रहा है। वो ये चाहते तो वो अपने ज़मीन पे भी काफ़ी ज़मीन था, वहाँ बना सकते थे, या फिर सरकार से कोई जगह ले लेते जहाँ पर किसी और की प्रकार से कोई अतिक्रमण नहीं होता है, किसी और के अधिकारों का अवरुद्ध नहीं होता, तो उस पर कोई मामला नहीं बनता। लेकिन ये उनके रास्ते को अवरुद्ध करके इन्होंने इस मार्ग बनाया है, जिस कारण ये केस।
All right, so that is the version of the police coming in on this matter. And you see those windows on our screens because this is the story of Sepoy Jai Kishore Singh, who was martyred in the Galwan clash, and at a time when the entire nation is nothing but thankful. This is what his family has had to go through. The family is alleging that Singh's father was thrashed and later arrested by the police. Why? Because he was building a memorial for his son. This was on government land in Vaishali's Jandaha. And you see that video on the right of your screens where he was abused and attacked. The police also claiming that he must and should have taken permission before doing so. Major General S.P. Sinha, very good afternoon to you, sir. You're joining us on the broadcast. I'd firstly like to know what you think of what has happened, because in my view, it is very unfortunate that this is what the martyrs' family is having to go through when they lost their son for the nation to protect our borders, but we are not being able to give him something as basic as this. He's wanting to build a memorial for his son, but this is what he has been subject to.
It is shameful, disgraceful. It is a matter of disgrace for the great state of Bihar. The state of Bihar which gave Babu Kunwar Singh to the nation. Babu Jai Prakash Narayan, first Chief Minister of Bihar, Chief Minister Babu Sri Krishna Singh was adjudged as the best Chief Minister of India. And look at the morass, look at the state of affairs in Bihar today. From where to where we have fallen. It is really shocking. When the government of Bihar should have erected a memorial in the name of this brave soldier, they have the audacity, and they have the police has the audacity to hit the father, manhandle the father of this great warrior. This is the type of respect the police has for our martyrs. Do they understand what type of life we lead? We sacrifice our life for the nation. And this is the return gift that we get. Do you know does the police understand under what circumstances we in army give service to the nation? In -14, Siachen Bihar Regiment was deployed there. So many people lost their limbs because of frostbite, more than degree 4. They don't understand all this. The police, they have very comfortable life. I don't want to use exact words, but they lead very comfortable life. There's no shortage of money. You know how they get money. We in army serve the nation. We don't serve our pocket. It is most disgraceful. I think the
fact is that their son is gone, Major General S.P. Sinha, who can never come back. And even if the police had a technicality to state, and they thought that this was against the law or really encroachment by the father, to subject him to this kind of treatment, abuse him, thrash him like this, was uncalled for. This could have been dealt in a better manner, and we'll try and get into further details of that. Major General S.P. Sinha, sir, please hold your thoughts there, because also with us on the phone line from Bihar BJP is Nikhil Anand. Nikhil, आप अगर मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं, क्या कहना है आपका इस बारे में जो हुआ है?
देखिए, ये बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है. We condemn this whole incident, and we know that Nitish Kumar is leading such a government where the ministers are abusing Indian Army openly, making anti-national statements. But Nitish Kumar is giving free hand to all these culprit ministers. Actually, we demanded that such ministers be booked under sedition charge and sent to jail and arrested. But it is a shame that if the ministers are making anti-national statement, a statement against Indian Army, then of course the Bihar police will deal the martyrs' family and father in such a way. We condemn that Jai Kishore Singh, who sacrificed his life for this country in Galwan Valley in 2022. His father has been thrashed, and building a memorial in the name of any martyr is not a crime. If the government has any objection, the authorities has any objection, they must have allotted another land. But how can you abuse and beat the family members of our great soldiers who have served this country? It is a shame. Actually, you must be remembering that the same minister, Surendra Yadav, in Nitish Kumar ministry, he said that BJP can do anything to win election. They can create a Pulwama kind, they can have a Pulwama kind of incident, or they can attack Pakistan. Next time he said that Indian army will be army of cowards. I don't want to actually say what he said, that हिजड़ों की फौज भारतीय सेना को कहा. मैं तो नीतीश कुमार जी को कहता हूं कि जिस तरीके से वो देश के खिलाफ बोलने वाले को और देश की भावना को आहत करने को वाले को और आर्मी को अब्यूज करने वाले को पनाह दे रहे हैं, संरक्षण दे रहे हैं, यह बिहार सरकार का सबसे निम्नतम कार्य है. नीतीश कुमार जी को देश की जनता से माफी मांगनी चाहिए और जय किशोर सिंह जी के परिवार का सम्मान सुनिश्चित करना चाहिए. बहुत ही दुखद घटना है. वी कंडेम दिस इंसिडेंट.
Absolutely, and we'll try and get more voices on this. But Major General S.P. Sinha, sir, I want to come back to you because it is unfortunate that we are seeing such incidents repeatedly, especially after what happened recently with Lance Nayak Prabhakaran in Chennai, and now this very incident where the father of this martyr was subject to such abuse and thrashing. Why? Because he was building a memorial for his son. Not that he had done anything to outlaw or cross the line in terms of breaking the law. All he was doing was building a memorial for his son, who they lost at the LAC while he was protecting the nation and he was protecting all of us. And why is it that today we see politicization to this level where the state government is not even standing up for the family of the martyrs?
You see, the problem in Bihar or problem elsewhere in India is that we Faujis, we are not part of that gang who carries a lot of importance and exerts a lot of influence in the social life and political life. So therefore, we are not given importance. We stay away, serve the nation. We are away from the family. When we get back, we on retirement. We don't matter. So civilian administration or political leadership just doesn't worry about us. They think that we don't matter because we cannot catch votes for them. And we are not part of that loot gang. Looters gang, we are not part of that team. So we are not given any recognition, firstly. Secondly, it's my recommendation to the Danapur Saveria commander that he should rake up this issue and take up this issue in the Civil Military Liaison Conference, that this is not acceptable. These things cannot be allowed to continue. Thirdly, it is not a case of encroachment. It is case of giving proper respect to departed soul, the brave warrior. If the state of government has not done it, if the father has been forced to convey to the society that my son sacrificed for the sake of the nation, the least they could have done, that they should have told the father, look, you have made a statue very fine. We will give you an alternate site, and with lot of pomp and show, we will recognize his valor and we will respect him. That would have been a better course. But you start thrashing, you take law into your own hands. You think because you are from police, law and order does not apply to you. You must ask DGP today. You must interview him. Republic TV should interview DGP Bihar. What he has to say on this matter. You should interview Chief Minister of Bihar. Bihar, there is a total jungle raj going on. There is no law and order. Imagine, just near Patna, PFI, Popular Front of India. We know the secret documents that were taken, retrieved from their offices. Right in the capital of Bihar, such things are going on. And the government, the administrative machinery is totally defunct. And the senior police officer comes out and says, no, don't give political color to this. I don't know what is happening in this great state of Bihar. This state provides so many bureaucrats to the nation who are doing a wonderful job. It has provided top lawyers in Supreme Court of India today. This land is land of Babu Kumar Singh, Babu Jayaprakash Narayan, Babu Ram Dharan Singh Dinkar ji, Rashtrakavi. Our soldiers of Bihar regiment have excelled have excelled in First World War, Second World War. We are known for our valor. We have 16 Bihar Regiment, just a handful of 20-25 soldiers, thrashed the hell out of Chinese, drove away about 150 Chinese. This is the valor of Bihar. Bihar should feel proud. Bihar should have honored this departed soldier in a big way. They should have given a job to the family of this soldier. Instead of doing all this, you start thrashing the father. People who are doing encroachment.
And this is certainly something that today Nitish Kumar and the JDU must answer on. And what action they must take against the police. Because just stating that this was illegal encroachment does not mean that the father of a martyr is thrashed like this. Anger is mounting. Please do stay on with us, Major General SP Sinha. We also have a viewer from Pune who wants to express his views on what has happened. Prasenjit Ghosh, if you can hear me, very good afternoon to you. What would you like to say?
ये गलत बात है, ठीक है, ऐसी कोई जी ठीक है, तो एक 5 मिनट में आप 5 मिनट में कीजिए ना, एक आदमी और चैनल पर है, दाहिने हाथ में फोन है।
All right, not too sure if Prasenjit can hear us. We'll try and get more of our viewers to call us. The numbers are flashing on our screens. Major General SP Sinha, this is not acceptable. And time and again, this is the message we put out, because for us here on Republic, our motto is very clear. Nation first, no compromise. Forces first, no compromise. And certainly, the Nitish government must answer on why this happened in the first place. We are slipping into a very short commercial break. On that note, we'll be back on the other side with more voices on this story. Do stay tuned. Also, the big stories we are tracking this afternoon in CBI dock for Liquor Gate, Kejriwal's deputy, Manish Sisodia, who has knocked the door off the Supreme Court. And Yogi government has cracked the whip against Mafia Raj. Samajwadi Party link to accused now emerges.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं Manish Sisodia जी. सर नीचे कर दो. सर आप नीचे कर दो Manish. See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
Being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे. सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे CBI कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है. आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे. मनीष जी. Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं Manish Sisodia जी. सर नीचे कर दो. कहना चाहेंगे सर आप. शीशा नीचे कर दो Manish. See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't government send the state and everybody army? They just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
लगातार जो है विरोध प्रदर्शन यहाँ पे जारी है। आम आदमी पार्टी कार्यकर्ता जो हैं वो भाजपा दफ्तर का घेराव करने का प्रयास कर रहे थे, लेकिन जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से इन कार्यकर्ताओं को जो है यहीं पर रोक दिया गया है। किसी को भी यहाँ से आगे जाने की इजाज़त जो है वो नहीं दी जा रही, ताकि किसी भी तरह की कानून व्यवस्था जो है वो यहाँ पर खराब ना हो।
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are, and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology can you justify this. Republic will only and only be on the side of the people, and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice and the Netas have a choice. Sack, apologize or face the legitimate anger of the people of India.
Protest has begun, action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest just because after Delhi is the government of Aam Aadmi Party.
Thank you for saying that, Republican. We are getting you breaking news on Chinese foreign minister who is likely to attend G20 meeting in New Delhi. Earlier, the then China FM Wang Yi had visited in March 2022, and this is the latest as China foreign minister is all set to attend G20 meet. That is the confirmation that is coming in. He will be coming to New Delhi to attend the G20 meet. China FM Qin Gang will be attending the G20 meet in New Delhi. That's the picture on your screens of the Chinese foreign minister who will be in New Delhi for the G20 meet. You would remember how then China FM Wang Yi had also visited in March 2022, and now kin gang who is to attend the G20 meet in the national capital. So, stepping into a short commercial break, on the other side we'll get you details as the top court has agreed to hear Sisodia's plea at 3:50 p.m. today.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी. सर नीचे कर दो. कहना चाहेंगे सर आप. शीशा नीचे कर दो मनीष. See the picture of Manish is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
लगातार जो है विरोध प्रदर्शन यहाँ पे जारी है। आम आदमी पार्टी कार्यकर्ता जो हैं वो भाजपा दफ्तर का घेराव करने का प्रयास कर रहे थे, लेकिन जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से इन कार्यकर्ताओं को जो है यहीं पर रोक दिया गया है। किसी को भी यहाँ से आगे जाने की इजाज़त जो है वो नहीं दी जा रही, ताकि किसी भी तरह की कानून व्यवस्था जो है वो यहाँ पर खराब ना हो।
Manish Sisodia who is now being taken out from the CBI headquarters. You can clearly see that Manish Sisodia is now being taken to House Avenue. Try to follow him. Live visuals of this very convoy. ये वो गाड़ी है इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया बैठे। सर आप कोऑपरेट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मनीष जी, आपसे CBI कई सारे सवाल पूछ रही है, आप कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं। मनीष जी।
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
Protest has begun, action is here, and in fact the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the leaders have started gathering at Chandigarh outside BJP headquarters, and even they started protesting. They are raising the slogans against BJP government, and in fact more MLAs and ministers are coming to join this protest, just because after Delhi is the government of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, and here the high expectations that maximum support and maximum people are going to join this protest, and heavy police deployment is here, and even the police has prepared with the water cannons, tear gas shells, and extra force has been called in to block these protesters at this point only.
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology can you justify this. Republic will only and only be on the side of the people and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice and the Netas have a choice. Sack, apologize or face the legitimate anger of the people of India.
Good afternoon, you're watching Live and Breaking at 2 p.m. I'm joining you from the Delhi newsroom. We'll get you all the top stories we're tracking for you this afternoon. First, a quick check of the top headlines. Sepoy Jai Kishore sacrificed his life in Galwan, but his father thrashed and arrested in Bihar. Netas rush for photo op, promised memorial, but now martyrs' family targeted over the same memorial. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister moves Apex Court, challenges arrest and probe by CBI. Hearing is at 3:50 p.m. Aam Aadmi Party continues to lash out. Speaking to Republic, Sanjay Singh asks why is the LG not under probe? Security forces gunned down 2 terrorists involved in Kashmiri Pandit Sanjay Sharma's killing in an encounter. Shocker from Iran, hundreds of girls reportedly poisoned to stop them from going to schools. After the uproar over mafia backing, Akhilesh Yadav has responded about the viral picture with Umesh Pal murder accused Sadakat. He said, and I quote, that this is the era of social media. Such pictures go viral. Yesterday, my picture with CM Yogi was going somewhere, and if Chief Minister Yogi had not withdrawn the cases against him, then what would you be running after today? Let's listen into that statement in detail.
कई मौकों पर कहा, मैं कई मौकों पर ये बात कह चुका हूँ कि जब से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार आई है, कानून व्यवस्था ध्वस्त हुई है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट, हाई कोर्ट ने समय समय पर सरकार को लताड़ा है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने यहाँ तक कहा कि उत्तर प्रदेश में क्या जंगल राज चल रहा है। सरकार ये कहती है कि मिट्टी में मिला देंगे अपराधियों को। जिस तरीके से डायलॉग मारे जाते हैं फिल्मों में, ये सरकार डायलॉग से चल रही है। सरकार डायलॉग से चल रही है और जिस सरकार का परमानेंट डीजीपी ना हो, एक ही अधिकारी पर इंटेलिजेंस हो, एक ही अधिकारी पर सब कुछ हो, उसके बाद कैसे उम्मीद कर सकते हो कि प्रशासन सही खबर मुख्यमंत्री और सरकार तक पहुंचाएगा? जब एक ही अधिकारी के पास सब कुछ होगा, आखिरकार सूचना क्यों रोक रहा है कोई? जब पुलिस प्रशासन ही सरकार को खुश करने में लगा है और डायलॉग से नहीं सुधरेगी। ये सरकार सोचती है डायलॉग से किसी को सता के, नफरत फैला के लॉ एंड ऑर्डर ठीक हो सकती है। और ये अमेठी की पहली घटना नहीं है, इससे पहले भी डबल एंड ट्रिपल मर्डर हो चुका है अमेठी में, इलाहाबाद में और जगह से भी सूचना उत्तर प्रदेश में आती है। आखिरकार सरकार जिस तरीके से डबल ट्रिपल मर्डर हो रहे हैं, क्या उनका भी इनकाउंटर करेगी? क्या इनकाउंटर यही है? और फिर मैंने सदन में कहा कि सरकार को टॉप 10, टॉप 100 सूची माफियाओं की जारी करनी चाहिए। सरकार ये जब कहती है मिट्टी में मिला देंगे, तो टॉप 10, टॉप 100 की सूची जारी करने में सरकार को क्या दिक्कत है? सवाल ये नहीं है, सवाल डायलॉग पे चल रही है सरकार को लॉ एंड ऑर्डर ठीक करना चाहिए। जो सरकार अपना डीजीपी नहीं बना पा रही हो, क्या उम्मीद करोगे उससे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर बेहतर होगा? ये वो अधिकारी हैं जो सरकार तक सब इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं जाने दे रहे हैं, इसीलिए मुख्यमंत्री डायलॉग मारते हैं। देखिए, तस्वीर किसी के साथ भी हो सकती है। कल जब हम लोग खाना खा रहे थे तो हमारी तस्वीर मुख्यमंत्री जी के साथ थी, और अगर मुख्यमंत्री जी ने अपने केस वापस न लिए होते तो सोचो आप क्या चला रहे होते। तो आज ये सोशल मीडिया का जमाना है, कोई भी आता है फोटो खिंचवाता है। आपने आधी फोटो देखी, लाने वाला भी उसके अंदर फोटो के अंदर है, जिसने मिलाया वो भी फोटो के अंदर है।
देखिए, ये पहले भी हमारे मुख्यमंत्री जी कह चुके हैं कि समाजवादी पार्टी ये जितने भी माफिया लोग हैं उनको संरक्षण देते हैं, तो इसमें तो उनको जवाब देना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि फोटो ही नहीं मगर तार भी जुड़े हैं, उन्होंने संरक्षण दिया है, यहाँ तक कि केसेस को डाइल्यूट भी करने का करा है। तो ये सब चीज़ें जो हैं एक एक करके सामने आ रही हैं।
ये कहा जा रहा है कि वो नेपाल भागने की फिराक में था, उसको पुलिस ने पकड़ लिया है और तमाम लोग बाहर भागने।
नहीं, देखिए, पुलिस, उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस सक्षम है और ये पूरा का पूरा खुलासा एक के बाद एक करती जा रही है, और आने वाले समय में जितने भी आरोपी हैं सब जेल की सलाखों के पीछे होंगे।
शफीकुर रहमान बर्क ने कल जो एनकाउंटर पर सवाल खड़े, उन्होंने कहा कि इस तरीके की छोटी छोटी बात पर एनकाउंटर कर देना और धर्म की राजनीति की, मतलब वो मुस्लिम था इस तरीके से।
ये जो माफिया लोग हैं वो किस धर्म से हैं, इससे क्या मतलब होना चाहिए? माफिया तो माफिया है, और इसी के लिए मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा था मिट्टी में मिला देंगे।
हमारी सरकार प्रतिबद्धता के साथ अपराध और भ्रष्टाचार पर जीरो टॉलरेंस की नीति के तहत काम कर रही है। प्रयागराज की घटना में सारे दोषी पकड़े जाएंगे और उन्हें कानून के तहत कड़ी से कड़ी सजा हम देने जा रहे हैं। ये पूरा प्रदेश जानता है, देश जानता है कि समाजवादी पार्टी अपराधियों को पुष्पित पल्लवित करने के लिए लगातार काम करती रही है। मैं अगर दूसरे शब्दों में कहूँ तो अपराधियों की नर्सरी बनकर के पूरे देश में उभरी है। मैं दावे के साथ कह सकता हूँ कि आज उत्तर प्रदेश में पूरी तरह से माफिया साफ हो गए हैं। जो भी घटनाएं हैं हमारे लिए चुनौती हैं, हम सभी घटनाओं को गंभीरता के साथ लेते हैं और हमारी सरकार पूरी प्रतिबद्धता के साथ अपराध के जीरो टॉलरेंस की नीति के तहत काम कर रही है। किसी भी अपराधी को हम इसमें नहीं छोड़ेंगे, कितनी भी पहुंच का व्यक्ति हो, हम कड़ी से कड़ी सजा देने जा रहे हैं और हम इसके लिए लगातार पैरवी कर रहे हैं।
नहीं है, पूरे प्रदेश की कानून व्यवस्था पूरी तरह से ध्वस्त है। आज देखिए फिर घटना हो गई अमेठी में, इससे पहले मुरादाबाद में हो गई, अमेठी में आज फिर हो गई, और इस तरीके से कई घटना हो गई। और अभी तो बता रहे कि एक पकड़ा गया, 2 पकड़े गए, तो और भी तो हैं, और का भी तो गिरफ्तार करना चाहिए। इनकी इंटेलिजेंस बिल्कुल फेल है और उसी की वजह से ऐसी घटनाएं हो रही हैं, तो कानून व्यवस्था बिल्कुल ध्वस्त है।
terrorists had targeted a Kashmiri Pandit, Sanjay Sharma, 40 years of age, who was killed in Pulwama when he was on his way to a local market. The two terrorists who were involved in the killing and the attack of Sanjay Sharma have now been neutralized by our forces. The encounter that happened in Avantipora, where tear gas shells were fired near the encounter site, which is close to the national highway of Jammu Srinagar. And now those two terrorists have been neutralized. Incriminating materials that were also recovered, including arms and ammunition, and a search is still underway as the entire area has been cordoned. Let me quickly bring in my colleague Zeenath, who's tracking all the details on the ground. Zeenath, give us details of this operation. How our forces were on the lookout for these two terrorists. They have been neutralized, and also details that are coming in of the recoveries made from them. What's the situation?
See, Suisha, this was a 30-hour-long operation that was carried by SOG Avantipora along with 55 RR of Indian Army. The two terrorists had taken refuge in mosque here in the Padgampura area. One terrorist, Akib Butt, who was involved in the killing of Sanjay Sharma, a person from the minority community